Hello and good evening, you crazy Commodore cronies. I was thinking of that one all day today. Welcome to Wayback Wednesday. I'm your host, as always, Mark W. And this month, August of 2022, we are celebrating the 40th birthday of the Commodore 64, which is a computer that pretty much anyone who grew up in the 80s has at least heard about, if not owned, if not played from a friend or neighbor and or family member. And yeah, so in the first 3 weeks this month, I forget if I missed one week. I uh, I was playing on Wednesday some random Commodore game, and I'm going to continue that today. It is August 31st, the very last day of that month, and therefore it is the last evening of our Commodore birthday celebration. Sadly, all good things must come to an end and all that stuff. But that's okay because more Commodores are bound to turn up on this stream. So it's just to reiterate, this is a weekly stream in which I play retro games and I try to have a theme going each time. You may have noticed my time is a little different. My start time, I've been kind of moving before I was moving to a consistent 9:15 p.m. start time, and that's due to life and juggling, putting my daughter to bed and stuff like that, yada yada. But anyway, long story short, a little bit earlier is working for me on Wednesdays now, and so I want to take advantage of that. So if it all goes well today, and I don't see why it shouldn't, 8:30 will probably be the new start time. So yeah, today I have the special theme of homebrew games for Commodore 64. I'm going to play mostly homebrew games. I might mix it up with random old school games as well, but that was kind of the theme before for the first three streams, random old school games. And today I'm going to play a bunch of homebrews and perhaps a couple of old school ones as well. So I actually have what I hope will be a special treat on top of that, and that is a little project I've been working on that I'd like to show. And it's gonna well, I don't want to say too much about it, but it pertains to a game that I played on a recent one of these streams. All right, so without further ado, why don't we play homebrew? Actually, with a little further ado, what is a homebrew? It's just a if maybe you don't know that term, it means generally when a random dude or a small group of dudes or dudettes, they decide to make, usually, for an old school machine like NES or Commodore 64, or it could be for Atari, they decide to, in this day and age, make an old game. It's usually called a homebrew. And that's what I'm playing today. Basically, new games for the Commodore. So why don't we get started? I've actually bought a bunch of them. And you can go to itch.io to find a lot of homebrew games for Commodore as well as other machines as well. So I got a whole bunch of really good looking ones lined up. Some of them, I don't know if they look good, but some of them came in a bundle. Some of them I just downloaded just for the heck of it. And the question is what to start with. So I think I'm going to start with this game called Showdown, which, as I understand it, is kind of like a gunfight-like game. If you've ever played, it's from the 70s, like a game with these two cowboys on either side of the screen shooting each other, and there's usually like cactuses to act as obstacles, and perhaps a wagon coming up in the middle. This is a game in that vein. Shut up for a minute so we can enjoy the music. I just realized there's instruction that should probably read. Pick up bullets from the ground or S7 to quit current game. Hey Ryan, how's it going? It looks like the like that was there before disappeared and now it got added again. You probably just added the like, I guess. Alright, so let's play a little Showdown. Unfortunately, there's only one of me today. And as always, I'm using a totally inappropriate controller for Commodore, but hey, it works well for the most part. This is where we play the game, which controller do you use, and stuff like that. So controller 1 doesn't seem to do anything. Let's switch controllers. And you can see, by the way, on the left, I decided to show the little console display for my emulator, so you can see which direction I'm moving as I press a button. But anyway, it does seem to be a controller 2 game. Let's go. Get ready. I heard this game has good AI, or at least the developers were touting its good AI. Alright, here's me at the top. Okay, you have a limited number of bullets. He seems to have a... Oh, look at that. I blew him up by shooting the crate. I picked up a bullet. Oh, I just got shot. How do I get up? There, you have to press the button to get up. Yes, I'm going to try to shoot the crate at the right moment again, perhaps. I need bullets. Oh. I was reloading. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to hold the button down to reload or what. Okay. Sorry about the instant message noise. I thought I had closed my message. I'll do that after this. Okay, there's some bullets. Ah, jeez. Alright, so what are the... Is he winning? I think at the bottom it says our score 3-3. Yeah, 4-3 now, so I'm winning by 1. Why did you stand there? Yay, player 1 wins. Okay, that's a cute little game. Let me figure out my instant message situation here real quick and close that so you don't hear the beeps. Okay. So that's closed now. Alright, so that's a little bit of showdown. Let's play a little more though. This could be fun, 2-player. Look, it keeps track of your wins. It says I won 1 game. Got some cool little tunes. If you're wondering what I was just turning on, I like to have this drawing tool on. I think it's cool to show off certain areas of the screen. Alright, let's play another round of Showdown. Take that, you fiend. Okay, gotcha. Oh, he got me. Gotta stay away from the crates. Actually look like they should be loot. Like there should be like a box of bullets in them, but they are not. They are explosives. You don't want to stand near those. It's pretty good, isn't he? Oh, got me. And Ryan says it looks like a purposely retro-looking iPhone game. Okay. I mean, it's pretty impressive that it could even look like an iPhone-style game. I think the graphics are pretty nice. Oh, I'm losing this time, 4-2. Okay, 4-3. Let's catch up here. Yeah, tie game, 4-4. What was it, the 5th? There we go. I somehow managed to get in the zone and just bam, 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 finish him off. Alright, that's cool. Alright, I think that's enough of that. Seems pretty cool. I wonder if there's a difficulty setting. It didn't seem like there was. Let me mash some F keys for a moment. It did seem easy because I heard that the AI was very good and it did give me some challenge, but at the same time I won the first 2 games, so it could be more of a challenge. And Ryan said that was praise. Yeah, I mean, it's good. If you can say this looks kind of iPhone-y, then that is some praise, you could say. Alright, let's move on to another game. That was Showdown by Ricky Siginger. That's the programmer. Graphics by Henning Ludvigsen. And music and sound effects by Sammy Luco. As always, let me know if volume levels sound good to you. But I wanted to try this game called We Are Stardust. So one of my viewers who was actually commenting on the archives video that I did last week, he pointed to me to a musician who makes, he's kind of an electronic musician who does chiptune style music, and he actually covered the Spy vs. Spy theme and a few others. But he made the music for this game called We Are Stardust. I can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head, unfortunately. I'll post it in the archived video later. To be nice. And Ryan said, wasn't there a 2600 game like that? Yeah, there's a lot of games like that gunfight style game. I think in 75 it was an arcade game called Gunfight. You can actually see them playing it in one of your favorite movies, Ryan, Dawn of the Dead. So here you have some pretty impressive looking graphics for Commodore. Although it doesn't draw very slowly. I think that's just an intentional effect, though. Yeah, I had a gunfight version for Atari 8-bit. I think that was like everywhere, and there's various clones. There's probably even an iPhone game based on Monster Energy drink. Are they a sponsor? Mega Style 22. Yeah, so what surprised me is a lot of these games are from, they're very recent. Some of them are from this year. I actually got one game. I paid good money for it, by the way. Try to not rip off these developers. Um, it was from 11 days ago, one of the games I got. I'll play that a bit later. I also have a really weird game that I'm going to try later that actually, it's like a board game slash Commodore game hybrid, and I actually have my overhead cam set up here like I do when I do my board game stream. So quick glimpse of that. Here's the board. I will zoom in and stuff later, but it's a game that actually uses the board and you roll a die and things like that. Piece it around. But for now, let's play a little bit of We Are Stardust. And Ryan said Gunfight. Dad and I used to play it. That's cool. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This is like one of the runner type games. Like Bit Trip Runner. How do you jump over these ones? Can you go under? No. Maybe you go under these ones. Go under those high platforms, you can see. But how do I jump over those walls? I haven't figured that out yet. I'm basically pressing up to jump, down to duck. The button doesn't seem to do anything. But I can't seem to figure out how to get over those walls. Maybe my timing's just bad. Am I actually losing anything when I hit? Oh, it looks like I have a score at the top left. I probably lose points when I hit something. Or do I? No, it looks like I don't. Oh, I'm being terrible. Okay, let's focus. How do you get those? Should I be pressing a button right when I get to them and I punch them or something? I mean, it doesn't seem like that would be the case. I'll try it though. Punch. Nope. What is the penalty? Do I slow down? And if I do, should I care about slowing down? Does it matter at all? I keep thinking I can jump on those like they're platforms, but you cannot. Here's an interesting, you can drop down immediately when you're in the air, you press down. That could be useful if you have to jump over one item, one obstacle, and then duck down under another one real quick. But I don't know, I don't know what I'm doing wrong with those walls. The timing has to be perfect, or what? But with nothing penalizing me for failing, it doesn't really make me try to do better. Okay. Streak bonus. Oh, I guess you can get streak bonus so you get more points if you don't hit these things. Okay, I guess that's the end of the game there, or the level. QR code. And Ryan says, does that chiptune have like a website? Would love to stream his music. You know what, Ryan? I don't want to juggle around Windows stuff, but if you look on my channel, you can look at the very last Commodore video that I did, and you can find, there's not too many comments. You can find a guy whose name I don't remember, but he commented, I think he has I think he actually has the word C64 in his name. Like his name is like Rick C64 or something like that. And he made the comment, he named the musician, asked if I had ever heard of him and stuff like that. Anyway, I can't do it right now. I'm using my phone as a camera. That's funny though. I wonder what this is about. Maybe to save your high score to a server. But now it makes sense to me how the gameplay is, because it's a limited run, and so every time you do hit something, you're not getting the point. So if you want to get the optimal score, you'd have to not hit into walls repeatedly like I did. But I'm kind of puzzled by how it works. Mega style. Oh, you hit right. Look at that. It would help to read the instructions. So it looks like you turn the Superman and you plow through the wall. Okay, let's do that then. Let's try again now that we know how to play it. Oh. There we go. There we go. Oh, jeez. I'll get used to that eventually. Punch! Punch! For some reason, like, I feel like I have, like, decades of video game muscle memory telling me I should jump over that thing, even though I'm not supposed to do that in this game. Oh. That time I actually tried to hit right, but my thumb slipped. That time I have no excuse for it. Okay, is it pretty cool? I could see that probably with, like, maybe I'm talking nonsense, but it feels like with a couple hours of practice you could probably get a perfect in this game. Now maybe I am talking nonsense because you can see that I'm clearly not playing perfectly, but it seems like it wouldn't be that hard if you played for a couple hours. Sorry if I'm not catching up in the chat, by the way. This takes my intense focus. This is We Are Stardust. It's also the name of the track by that musician who I mentioned, whose name I don't know. And the guy I was talking to on the YouTube comment, he knew of the musician, but he didn't know of this name. So we both taught each other something. All right, 624 is a lot better than my previous score, huh? All right, so what does Brian say? Lack of dying makes me think this is unfinished. Oh, no, it seems like it's just, the idea is you play through the whole thing, and, you know, you have to get the streaks to get the best score and so on. You know, you're not supposed to be killed and not, you know, get knocked out of the game. It's just to play as good as you can and get the highest score, which I think is reasonable. All right, so that's that. That is some We Are Stardust. We're playing mostly, for the new people here who have joined, mostly homebrew games, which, if you're not familiar with that term, it means new games that usually a single person or a small group have worked on just for the love of it, and hopefully for a couple of bucks, but probably not too many. I actually have a game called Rogue 64, and if anybody who's watched my streams before, you know, anyone who's watched my streams before knows I'm kind of a fan of the roguelike genre, so I'm excited to try that. But I'm going to delay the gratitude a little bit and try something else first. So yeah, this whole directory is my homebrews directory, by the way. You could shout out any of these. I don't know how Tutankhamun got in here. I think that's the original game. Um, you know, why don't I just pick something? But you guys can shout something too if you want. I'm going to play Flangy Bird, which I think it means it's a knockoff of Flappy Bird. Well, we'll see, I suppose. Oh, how are you doing tonight, by the way, Ryan? And anybody else who's in the chat, if you want to say hi, please don't be shy. I know Andy, I don't know if he's watching, but Andy had to watch a very important tennis match. He's a big tennis fan. Apparently Serena is playing. I don't follow tennis at all, so I don't know if it's like an important match for her or what. I don't even know if match is the right term to use. Oh, I hit load twice by accident in my distraction. I meant to hit run. Sorry about that. Alright, here we go. Flangry Bird. Oh, Flangry Bird 101. Let me make it a little bit louder. By Phase 101. Code Prince. Graphics Naufer 4G0. Music Crane. Flangry Bird 101 was coded for the Retro Programmers Inside Challenge. September 20th. I guess they mean 2020. After hours of headbanging with TRSE, I managed to get my head, I like these little blurbs, around it. Special thanks to Luat and Andy H for their support while I am trying to learn TRSE. I don't know what that is, TRSE. I assume it's some framework or tool or development environment or something. Alright. So we're gonna press space to play. Do they use the controller? I don't know. You just press space. Okay, yeah, that's whoa. That's what you would expect. Okay, you can hold down space for greater boost, because it seems like it was going very, very short. Anyway, that's game over. Let's try it again. Yeah, you can hold down space. That's interesting. I don't think you could do that in any other Flappy Bird version that I played. Oh! Angry Bird. What is flangry? I guess a combination of flappy and angry. Like when people say they're hangry. Which is a combination of hungry and angry. Drop. Oh. Like all versions of Flappy Bird are like the most frustrating thing in the world, and yet you keep wanting to try again. I have a Vectrex version of this, by the way, called Vecky Bird. Let's go. And up we go. Oh. And Ryan says, good here, how's life in the Northeast? Yeah, I can't complain. Can't complain. I actually have family, some of my wife's family, I guess you would say, visiting, and they're staying for the weekend, which does have the unfortunate side effect of I'm going to cancel or postpone it. Saturday night's stream, which was scheduled to be Saturday night Vectrex in the Dark, one of my favorite streams to do. I wish I played Vectrex. But I'm going to postpone that until the next week. So just for September, Saturday night Vectrex in the Dark will be played in the second Saturday of the month. And I plan on spending my Saturday streams in October playing horror board games. That's right, I have a bunch of horror board games that need to be played. Oh, I don't know, I think I've had enough. Flangry Bird. It's impressive that this makes it to like every machine on the planet, though. Gotta say. Let's do a hard reset, that's usually a good idea. Alright guys, now being the roguelike geek that I am, I think it might be time to play Rogues. I'll put it off a little longer. Why don't we play? Actually, is Arturo here? Because we have a game about Mexican zombies. And I think he's a Mexican zombie. So let me know if you're here, Arturo, so we can play the game about Mexican zombies. Yeah, the Night of the Living Dead board game will be played in October. Excuse me, at least I plan to. Sometimes it depends if I can rig up the camera setup and stuff like that. It might be like just too much to the game, but I'll try to do it for sure. Why don't we, before we play Rogue 64 or Zombie Calavera, I'll play Run and Gun, which sounds like it's a run and gun game, huh? I know there was a game kind of like Contra. Usually that genre is called run and gun these days. It's funny how these genre names sometimes come much later than most of the games in that genre, like shmups, shoot 'em up games where you're a spaceship scrolling through levels, shooting enemies. That has since been called shmups. Run and gun. Press space or fire. Do we have any music? It doesn't look like it. Doesn't sound like it, I should say. All right, here we go. Let's play. Should I try the Contra code? That would be a fun Easter egg if they put. Oh, I got the warp mode on. That's why there was no music. The warp mode I like to turn on while the game is loading, so it loads faster. Okay, so we have a story here, but I think I missed some of it. Williamina, Willie Run, and Wallace Wally Gunn, I guess I didn't miss it, were two run-of-the-mill infantry until an army experiment went seriously wrong and fused their bodies into one super soldier. The military covered up the accident by drafting the pair into the Commodore 64. Yes, actually, Ryan, Tutankhamun, I accidentally copied it to that homebrew directory. It's just the original Commodore ROM. It's not a new game. At least I think that's what happened. Anyway, I didn't finish reading the story. Let me try once it comes on screen again. Try again. Alright, so where were we? This elite squad is sent to the far reaches of the galaxy to quell alien threats before they can attack. Their next mission is to the planet Bantaya, where a terrible life form is planning an assault on Earth. You can play normal, tricky, hard, help and options supported. Okay. Use the joystick and port 2 or the keys Q, A, O, P. Interesting. I'm not going to bother looking at the keys. Oh, but I might need some of these. Just hold down A to swap. Okay, maybe I don't. Run is fast and can do a double jump. Gun has a more powerful weapon, so there's two characters, run and gun, get it? Press restore to quit, press F1 to pause. Control mode A. To toggle jump and shoot on joystick. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Alright, let's play normal. Get ready. You can double jump. How modern. Oh, I'm not dead. Okay. How do I get it? Okay. It's interesting. Up is to shoot, but the button is to jump. Yeah, I've got to be double jumping. What am I doing? It's a ladder or death? I'm gonna guess it's death. Okay, but I can't get up there, so I guess we have to go down. Okay, here's a monitor. Can I use it? Like that. These green guys remind me of the awful green things from outer space, which is a board game by Steve Jackson game, in which you are, well, you're fighting off little green aliens attacking your spaceship. They look like these guys. Okay, what am I doing here? Is that floor? Is this floor here? Yeah, it is. Okay. Couldn't tell. But now I see it. Supposed to double jump there, probably. Can't reach him. Oh. Hey Andy, how's it going? Andy says he likes the music. I think I can switch between characters, it was saying. But I think I missed how to do that. Or maybe I just didn't understand right. Okay, I got a key card. Yeah, a lot of these games have good music. It's amazing that so many people are dedicated to working on games and music for these old systems. Game not so much as right. Okay, well, I mean, you gotta give it a fair chance, probably. Yeah, I mean, I'm not blown away by it, but I'll play it for a few more minutes at least. Okay, so, oh, did I just die? I didn't think I even touched that thing. I thought it was like right in front of it. By that thing, I mean the electrified door thingy. Wall, I should say. Okay, so I have a key card. Now, can I put it in here? Yeah, press down. Oh, look, I changed shape into the other character by holding down. Maybe you have to do that at the computer. No, I did it here too. Okay. Then how do I use key card? Oh, okay. It was down as well. I think it was just a tap of down as opposed to holding it down. What did it say? This one's better at shooting and the first guy's better at jumping? I don't remember if that was even true. Oh, this one doesn't have double jump. Okay. Yeah, this one shoots harder. This could probably be quite fun to play. And I think the switching between characters thing has some potential, although it seems like it's limitless, so... if you can do that limitlessly, it doesn't really have a lot of strategy potential, I guess. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I guess we're going left. Of course, I couldn't not try to jump over that wall. Oof, that was close there. Okay, I see where I am. Shoot, this is challenging. Okay. Try to be slick and jump over the top. Okay, those aren't getting killed. They must be avoided. Getting a little cocky. Alright, I'm dead. Guess I can stand here while it goes over me. Yeah, so far so good. Oh, jeez. Oh! That hurts. So far, I definitely like having the double jump. But what if these guys can actually be only killed by this thing? Stronger guy. On the plus side, using a mother. I was gonna say on the plus side, using a gamepad with like a D-pad for this kind of game seems a little more natural, but still not doing well. Okay, go. Don't go. Alright. Oh, who are you? He's chasing me. Oh my goodness. Can I shoot him? Ah. That's messed up. Wait, oh. I thought maybe he was not moving when I was staring at him like Boo and Mario. I think it has potential, but I mean, it wasn't blown away, but... impressive nonetheless. Impressive work. Okay. Let's move on, though. It might get better as we get into deeper levels, but I can see the challenge for sure. Robots Rumble. Let's try that one. Robots Rumble. Robots Rumble. Positive graphics. Migueltello. Music and SFX. Can't read the font. Digital Monastery 2019. As you can see, most of these games are just from the last few years. Coding Magic Keybrick. No, sorry, Ryan. I haven't seen any pinball homebrews. Use keyboard or joy 2. Let's play. Okay, oh, what's going on here? They're just dying up. Oh. This Billie Jean? What the hell? Okay. Interesting. Alright, so basically I'm moving these two magnets on either side to pull the robot in the direction I want it to go. And it's a cool concept. I'm finding it awkward to control though. You're probably right, I'm gonna get a copyright claim. I can't sing that. Alright, okay, did I just die? Bad luck. Let's try this again. So, is there anything I can do on this first screen? I guess not, except just bring him down, right? Oh, I finally understand the controls. I thought, okay. So up and down, move the right one, the right magnet. And the left magnet is moved by pressing left and right. Okay, so let's do it. I thought it was something different. And that it just wasn't working well. Okay, so I had to move that left one. But it wasn't going to pull him onto the spikes right away. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Hooray! Alright, I guess we wanted to go... Oh, shoot, wrong one. Oh! I'll give it another go. It's still hard to remember the controls, unfortunately, but... I think maybe keyboard would be better depending on how that works. I should try that, perhaps. Yeah, I'm sure they got permission from the Jackson estate. Says Ryan. Oh, shoot. Says Ryan. Let's let him die. Watch this. I actually want to just try with the keyboard. I think depending on the button map, it might be a lot easier. It's really awkward trying to make something move up and down by moving left and right on the joystick. I don't think I'll ever get used to that. What I'm thinking is if the keys on the joystick are such that, you know, it's like I hold my fingers like up and down like this for the left side and the right side, that could be pretty good. Oh, it's not a special joystick mode, it's just you use keyboard or joystick, but I don't know which keys to press, that's the problem. Oh look, it says Q, A, and PL. Okay, that's exactly what I was hoping for, basically. Okay, cool, let's try it. Let's go, robot. Yeah, this should be much better. One thing I wish was that maybe the movements were smoother instead of just going in these large increments. This is pretty cool though. What is this yellow thing? Oh, okay. That's gonna zoom me up. Beat me up, Scotty. Oh, I thought it was going to take me all the way to the top. Okay, so that's a new thing. For those who didn't hear it, I have a special project I want to show off that I've been working on. And I don't want to say too much. That's going to be fun. It pertains to a game I played recently. I'll do that towards the end of the stream, probably. And I don't know how long I'm going to stream, honestly. Usually my goal with these streams is to go, you know, the weekday streams I go for 2 hours, but I let it stretch to 3 if I get too excited. which is what happened in all these Commodore streams so far. But what do I do here? Okay, pull it up. Okay. But yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to stream, is what I'm going to say. Probably I will make 11:30 my late ending. Like, in other words, if I want to stretch it, I'll stop at 11:30. What is this going to do? Alright, there we go, there we go. Yay! Oh, the battery over there that I should be getting. Okay, I'm running out of battery. Get over here. Oh, no. Hold on. Oh, I'm out of battery. Dang. Oh, no, it was ahead. Hold the magnets on opposite side. Yes, the battery's recharged. Cool. Is it pretty cool? Can't go. Oh. Okay. I don't want to start at the top, though. That's the only thing. Okay, I'm going to call it there, then. And Ryan says maybe they let him use it because Michael had a special magnet for attracting. Not going there, right? All right, that was Robots Rumble, which it was pretty good. But I'm not sure about the name. Robots Rumble sounds like a large battle royale or something like that. Not kind of a puzzly game with a robot not fighting anybody. All right. Did I not tell it to do a hard reset? It's the game that survives hard resets? What is this? Look at that. I do a hard reset and the game just comes back. Oh, probably because the file is treated as a cartridge. Yeah, CRT file. I get it. Okay. So it's like I have a cartridge in it and I'm cycling the power and then it loads the cartridge again. And here I am going, why is this happening like this? Alright, here's a game that I play that looks cool that I paid a full $3 for. Yeah. And it is called Knights and Slimes. This game is from, it's hot off the presses, it's from 11 days ago. And you can see various characters here. One looks like Obi-Wan Kenobi, one looks like Link, one looks like the guy from, I think, Shovel Knight. Knights and Slimes. I heard that basically the only area this game is lacking in is the music isn't great, but supposedly the gameplay is pretty good. Code, graphics, music, sound effects by Monty Boy. See, that's the thing. If you're a coder and you're doing the artwork, pretty much nobody's good at all of these things. Although the music doesn't sound bad so far, it's just mind-blowing or anything. Pretty repetitive. But yeah, basically one guy did everything except testing and QA, so that's pretty good. Alright, so we can choose between all these characters. I don't know the difference. We have Visor, who has a visor kind of helmet. Hornsey, who has a horn helmet. Helda, fake Zelda, I guess. Vink, a fake Link. Dan Golf. I find that really funny for some reason. Dan Golf. Dreadnought. Samurai. Oh, he's a samurai, get it? Samurai. These are pretty clever names, I gotta say. And lastly, we have Old Ben Kenobi. I mean, just Ben. Sorry, Disney. Alright, I'm gonna start by playing as Visor. Or Visor. Yeah, we can't play in any map but the castle, because the rest are all locked. So, from what I understand, is you just kind of find these guys in a single screen slime, and you can beat them up by just stabbing them or jumping on top of them. But you cannot let them go on top of you. Oop, they respawn, I guess. There's a fruit. And it looks like each time you kill one, it splits into two more of smaller size. The next smaller size. So there's small, medium, and large. What's this power-up thingy or whatever? Oh. Okay, it's a fire spell or something. Is this me? Am I the fire? Looks like I was. One problem I'm having is both up and the button make you jump, and I keep accidentally hitting up. So that's a control problem I'm having. Collected all stars, no. No health lost, no. No enemies rejoined, no. Okay, it means I suck. Yay! What does rejoined mean? I guess they respawn? Does it take too long? And the pink slime, are they different? I don't know. Fire thing again. I wish you could steer while you were in fire mode. Ryan asks, what's your favorite C64 game, Mark? Hard to name one particular one, but Mule is one of my most favorite games of all time. And I mostly played that on the C64, so I associate it with that. So I might say Mule, but that's best with only... That's best multiplayer, that's the only thing. That's a nice little touch. Most games, if you didn't pick up a power-up, but you killed all the enemies, it would end the level. You'd be like, oh, I just wanted to get the power. In this game, it actually prevents the level from ending until I get all the power-ups early. Unless that fruit thing I got was supposed to be a requirement. So they're reforming when they touch, look at that. And they can wrap around. They fall from the bottom and they come back on the ceiling after that. You don't want to let them do that. I'm supposed to be grabbing these stars. Why did that just occur to me? It was even telling me when I beat the level that I got none of the stars. But yeah, if I had to pick one game, probably Mule, but that's... takes a while, and it's best multiplayer, so that's why I haven't played it. I did actually do one Monday Mame, though, in which all I did was play a single-player game of Mule. Now, Mule has its 40th birthday coming up, I think, next, I don't know, May or something like that. So that might be a fun thing to make happen if I can get a few people to play Mule live. 4 players best. Lightning storm thingy. What did that do? It looks like it killed that large slime, or split them at least. Like I said, even though I was saying before that, you know, it's hard to be a jack of all trades, I think this music is not bad. It's not brilliant or anything, but it's not bad. Oh, skeletons. How do you die? Same way, basically. Get out of here. So this is what? Oh, I froze them. Cool. No enemies rejoined bonus. Nice. What about you, Ryan? Do you have a favorite C64 game? And what about you, Andy? Andy probably likes Maniac Mansion the most. Hey, Jet Strike, how's it going? That's right, Ryan is saying that he grew up with VIC-20, not Commodore. don't know VIC-20. It was just one of those computers I heard the name of, but I like never really saw or play with. I mostly know different names of 80s computers from magazines. I used to type in programs in BASIC. They would have the listings for the same program for all these different computers. Like they would have the Coleco Atom and the TRS-80 and the Commodore 64, of course, and Atari 800, blah blah blah. So it was like that's where I heard of all these different computer names, like VIC-20. The Commodore 64 was so successful, so popular that one such magazine, which was called Compute, with an exclamation point at the end, it spawned like a spin-off version of Compute called Compute's Gazette, which was dedicated entirely to Commodore 64. Just there was so much to talk about that was just Commodore 64 related. And Jet Strike says I learned about Commodore 64 from the Angry Video Game Nerd. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, this was one of my favorite machines growing up. How do I get that? And today I'm playing homebrew games, which are recent games that people have made, or old machines. So this is a game from merely 11 days ago. It's that recent. This is not a game from 1987, even if it might look like that to you. Oh, I'm dead. Game over. The slimes have taken over the world. Okay, so I have a passcode, and I can enter my name here. My name is Fubar. And that was a little bit of Knights and Slimes. Good stuff. Okay, now I think it might be time to play one of the games I'm most excited about playing today. And that is Rogue 64. Now, again, anybody who knows me knows I like roguelike games. And I heard I think it was earlier this year, maybe last year, that Badger Punch Games here made a modern roguelike for Commodore 64 called Rogue 64. Hey, Jet says, I grew up with Lego games, but now comparing them to retro games like Sonic Adventure 2, Mario 64, the Lego games are fun, but not incredible like the retro games I played. Okay, that's cool. I actually never have tried any of the Lego games. They look pretty cool, though. Alright, so let me check out this little blurb, F7 for title screen. Publishing by the Bitmap. Sorry, I thought it was Bitmap Brothers. Bitmap Soft, a UK company. By the way, there were physical copies of this game. You know, have a box and a manual floppy, and they were all sold out. So Rogue 64 copyright 2022, Badger Punch Games. Press fire to start. Hey Stu, how's it going? Stu says that game, Master of Magic. What about it? F1 to toggle in-game music. And Stu says after you finished streaming, I turned around and saw it on my couch. Okay, cool. So Stu has a large collection of old video games, and he doesn't even always know what he has, I guess. Yeah, the cover art is good. I like that cover art. Instructions. Joystick and port 2. For some reason, they like port 2 on Commodore. Controls movement. To attack monsters, walk towards them. To pick up items, walk over them. I think I'm going to make the music a little lower. I'm thinking it's probably competing with my voice a tiny bit. Okay. Yeah, I guess most games are port 2, but some are not. Anyways, use items in inventory, hold button down, select items, then release button. So you can tell they're probably trying to avoid keyboard use. They just want you to use the joystick. Red and blue potions change each time you start a new game. Green potion is always healing. Okay, so like in roguelikes, there's usually a lot of magic items like scrolls and potions. And each type is randomly generated each time. So once you identify one, then you know what it is for the rest of the game. But in this game, they keep it simple, just a red and a blue potion instead of like 20 potions, 20 scrolls, and 20 wands. Gems are rewarded for killing monsters. Get to the last level and defeat the end boss. Good luck, brave warrior. How do you know I'm brave? Maybe I'm not very brave. And Jet Strike says, if I had to pick a favorite Lego game, it's Lego Star Wars Complete Saga. Even though I'm not a Star Wars fan, I like the levels. I wouldn't mind playing that one day. I should do that sometime. Alright, here we are. So you have a 10 by 10 map, and I was reading like an interview with the makers of this game. They wanted to keep it so that they could have all the status stuff around on the screen, so you didn't have to keep flipping to it. Found gold. So that's why the main area is small. Also, this was based on a 4K game called Rogue 4K, in which they did that to save memory. It was like part of a contest, I think. Okay, so these are walls, and that's like a something. I'm on the noob level, by the way, it says. Can I pass? See, the reason I want to pass, I want him to move next to me, so that I can make the initial attack. But it doesn't seem possible to do. Okay, I'm hit by the whatever that thing is. An octopus? I killed Gluthulu. Gluthulu. Okay, Gluthulu is dead. Looks like a dead end. Why does my inventory just say a bunch of X's? Found a... I guess it's a green potion, right? There must be healing. But it's in a bubbly potion up top. Gold. Runny potion. Okay, how do I... What did it say? Hold down the... Okay, hold down the button. Select... Okay, I'm gonna try the runny potion. You ready for this? I don't know what it's gonna do. Reveal everything. Okay, so look at... If you look on the right, the map is all laid out for me now. And Stu asks, is this a recent release? And yes, it is. It's from this year. There's a UK-based store called, I think... What was it called? It had Bitmap in the name, but it's not the Bitmap Brothers. And they sold out of the physical copies. But maybe you want to keep an eye on them if you want to add this to your collections too. X's, yeah, the X's are... I think the X's are space that I can't use, perhaps. Maybe I have to get something. I got a heart that healed me, as you would expect. Get some gold here. Block. Oh, that's a wall. Okay. I thought it was like a stone tile on the floor for some reason. Come on, Gluthulu. Okay, let's go down. Wait, what are these things? They're probably just pillars. Yeah, you're blocked. Get a key. Okay, I have to get a key to open that. Can I get a heart? Or am I full? Yeah, it healed me, but it wasted it, looks like. Because I'm full on my 5 health. Okay, I'm gonna check this room back here. You can see on the map... Okay, there we go. Yeah, I can go another screen east, it looks like. Why is it only Gluthulu? I guess probably later on more enemies come. Right now, it's just a lot of Gluthulus. There's a key. You can go back to the chest. Well, what is this thing here? Does that not use a key? Yeah, that one does not. Yeah, I like the music too, Ryan. Ryan said awesome music. I think the chest was over here somewhere. Perhaps up one? Here it is. Oh, it took me to the next level. Okay, I didn't expect that. I use a key. Was that a door? I guess it was a door or something. I thought it was like a chest. Look, a bat. Fight brave nooblets, it says at the bottom. I'm almost dead, aren't I? Should I use... I guess I should use the healing potion. I'll try to hit one more. Killed baddie. Okay, now that I have 1 health left, let's use the green potion, which is always healing, it says. Cool. Back up to 5. There's a heart. Maybe I'll save that. So I'll have to remember there's a heart in the left column. I'm looking at the map right here. Left column, 3rd from the top. Ryan says change Rob Bob's name to Nooblet. Okay. Looks like the diamond or gem or whatever is blocking this baddie. They're outwitting me. I can't seem to get him to move to me first. Stronger. Oh, that gave me strength. Look, my strength is 2 now. How did it know that I'm a Nooblet? It could just sense. It could smell my apprehension. It's true. Gold's lying around. I guess the gold is just points. If you notice, it just increases my score when I get the gold. It doesn't actually keep track of a gold stat anywhere. Kills Blue again. Pull another healing potion. I wish I could pass. That's the only thing. I feel like I should be able to pass so that they don't know. So I don't have to like run around like a moron trying to get them to move to me. That's like basically roguelike tactics 101. If you're in a place like this where they're 2 away, you hit the pass button so they walk to you, and then you can get the first hit on them. Hey, Carlos, how's it going? Carlos says, good evening, fellow C64 nods. Glad you joined, Carlos. And he says this game looks super cool. Yeah, it's called Rogue 64. It's based on the roguelike genre, essentially. And I bought this game. It's about $5 if you just want to buy the disc image or the cartridge image, whatever it is. But there's also a physical version of the game. However, the store has sold out. They're a UK-based company. At least whoever's selling it is UK-based. I don't know about the developer. Yeah, they are too, actually. Now that I think about it. But it's Punching Badger or something. Badger Punch Games with the developer. And the guys who are selling it are called Bitmap something or other. It's a .uk domain. Oh. Yeah. Got to come to me, okay. Ryan says he's a Vic 20 knot. Batty. It's Roy Batty. Who knows what movie that character's from? Who killed Roy Batty? Gotta stay hydrated. I'm a hydro homie. Oh, he didn't mean to move it. So yeah, it looks like you have to keep a close eye on your health in this game. And yes, Ryan is correct. That is from Blade Runner, and I found a red potion, which is clumpy. And Carlos says, excellent music. Yeah, I agree. It's a lot of fun. What is that? Oh, it's another Cthulhu. I do feel like I'm spending a lot of time just trying to get him to come to me. But, well, now I'm almost dead, and I don't have any more healing potions. Did I leave a heart behind on this level? I think I did. It's kind of annoying to have to walk all the way back. I think it was, yeah, I said it was the first column, third from the top, so let's go back there. If we want to play intelligently, anyway. Assuming monsters don't respawn. If they do, then walking a long way could be bad. And most roguelikes have the concept of food, and you would starve if you waste a lot of time. So if this game had that, then that would be something I would have to weigh in my decision to go back. But it doesn't seem to have food, so I can wander around like a moron all I like. And there's the heart. Ta-da! Yeah, towards the end of the stream, I'm going to show a cool project I've been working on and get to using it live as well. I don't want to say too much though, leaving it at that. But most of the stream is going to be about homebrew games. I'm also about to show you guys a weird hybrid Commodore 64 game / board game. And I have my usual board game setup to my left here, where I have an overhead camera going on. And it doesn't look too complicated or anything, too in depth, but it could be fun to try. And Ryan is reciting the Roy Batty monologue. Was that his monologue? No, that was yeah, that was Roy Batty. Okay. I started trying to think of the guy's name, and all that's coming into my mind is Rutger Hauer. But obviously that's the actor's name. Or, is that the guy, though? Are we sure? Or is it somebody else? Like, is it a different character name? I don't know. Anyway, I have 3 red potions, so let's try one. Here we go. Clumpy potion, time is frozen. Okay, cool. You can see over here it tells me how many turns I have left of the frozen effect. Alright, the green gem increased my max health. Rutger played Roy. Cool, thanks. And Stu owes some money to Rotgers. Come on, Roy Batty. I'm gonna keep making flame references. It looks like we have a scorpion guy to our right. The level is called Ouch, That Stings. Get it? You killed Scorpio. So one of the things I like most about roguelikes, though, is there is a ton of items to discover and things to search for and things like that. And while I appreciate the simplicity, I don't feel like I'm doing a heck of a lot here. It seems like the most interesting decisions I make are, do we want to save the heart and come back to it later? So here we have the heart is on the, I'm going to come back to it later, the top of the map in the center. But, you know what, maybe there's more to be seen to this game, so don't want to judge it too harshly, but definitely it's a cool engine, and it has cool music for sure. And there is something to be said for keeping a roguelike nice and simple. Usually they're way too complex. And Ryan says, I'm sure Mark's surprised that he's making beat him and eat him. Why am I reading these things? Okay, so I guess I should go and get that heart now. There's no reason to hold off when I have 1 life left. Give me heart. Interesting tones in this music. It doesn't sound like... I can't think of any C64 game that I know of that has musical tones quite like this. I mean, some of them aren't that foreign, but I don't know. It doesn't sound typical. Anyway, I can freeze a lot of time with all these potions. Maybe I should do it more often. Okay, I got the key. Let's hack time like Hacker Man. Actually, I have a totally full inventory. Okay, now let's do it. Yeah, there's 2 monsters right on top of me. Let's freeze them. Killed Batty. Killed Cthulhu, nice. And we have another heart. Carlos says 100% agree on the music styling. It's cool. Oh, thought they said there were only blue, red, and green potions, but I got a purple. Maybe that's a surprise. Okay, I think that's everything in the level, so I might as well get the heart. Where was the exit? It should show the exit on the map once you've discovered it. That would be handy. I think it might have been to the right here. Yeah. Okay, now it says difficulty. Well, I gotta say it's been pretty easy so far. Hopefully it'll surprise me though, by smacking me in the face. One reason being I can't just play the same game the whole night. Okay, I got extra strength. Yeah, let's use time free, but we'll get them both close to me perhaps. Dumpy potion. Cool, we kill Scorpio. And now we have to remember the heart location again. So it's like one diagonal from the corner. And we go. Took a hit. Should I try the purple potion? What do you guys say? Yay or nay? Oh, this ghost, is he gonna give me trouble? The ghost killed me. He did a ton of damage. Wow. So much for being easy. Maybe I need to drink that purple potion. That your bones lie scattered on the floor. That did 3 damage at once. And your name will soon be forgotten. Oh, it showed me. I got too confident there. Yeah, I know, but it didn't really ramp up the difficulty gradually. It was like everything to push over, then pff, you're dead. Oh well, that's how it goes. Now I know next time I should worry about that ghost. Thanks for watching. Looks like we got 7 people on. If you're liking what you're seeing so far, make sure you take your fist and punch the like button as hard as you can. Try not to break your computer, or if you do, don't send me the bill for it. Anyway, that was a little bit of Rogue 64. And now for something completely different. Did that talk? Hold on, let me listen again. I'm gonna make the volume louder. I think it talked when it says like bitmap something. Bitmap Soft presents, and that is the name of the UK company you can order this from. All right, so yeah, here's a different thing we're gonna play now. Now, as I was saying, I have a strange board game Commodore 64 game hybrid. So I'm gonna load that up now. And it is called, I'm trying to remember the name, the Nightland. Where the hell is the file besides the PDF though? There we go, C64 Nightland. Oh, how do I get this freaking cartridge out? Detach cartridge. Okay, let's try again. Smart attach. This game. Auto start. Alright, now we're going to play a board game, folks. And you might wonder how am I going to do that? I'm not talking about a virtualized, a computerized board game. It's partially computerized, but there's actually a real board involved, and here it is. So this is pretty wacky, but you print out the board, and you move along on the spaces, rolling a die and stuff, and it tells you what happens on the space you're on, essentially. So here's what it looks like. I have to figure out how to arrange these windows still. But this is the overhead view. Overhead view cam that I use for my board game streams. It was easy to set up because I've done that before. It's more zoom in than we need, huh? And the idea is you choose from one of these 3 characters. I just found these from my gaming collection. But you can choose a dwarf. Where the heck is the camera? Choose between a dwarf, a giant, he's upside down, or a paladin. So I just found these from my Tunnel in the Trolls box set and found the closest things I could find. It says to use any pawns you want. And there's also an enemy competing with you, a computer-controlled enemy. So yeah, this could be interesting. Let's see if it's any good. I'm gonna just maybe I'll just cover my face. I can put it over here. This is fine. You can see my ugly face too a little bit, and I'll just zoom in as necessary. This is the land of eternal night. And Carlos, by the way, said he was much digging the music. Cool. All right, this is the land of eternal night. This is your first game, yes. The Nightland. The sun has died, and dense darkness has flooded the realms, laden with frightening creatures. Merely the mythic fortified citadel is a safe heaven, apparently, in this cursed land. But few are welcomed within its holy walls. Only the first who reaches it will find the gates wide open. The others will have to wander in darkness forever. And Carlos says, this looks great. It's a project you're working on. No, it's nothing. I gotta say, my project is nothing really nearly this cool. And I'm just talking it up anyway. But my project actually pertains to a game that I previously played on this stream. And Stu, by the way, said this is the land of eternal night, Long Island, exactly. How to play. This is a game of the goose. You'll need a goose? Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to know what that means. You'll need a six-sided die, which I have over here, and pawns to play. The pawns start from outside the board and advance rolling the die. Okay. You control your character while the CPU brings to life your opponent and the creatures of the Nightland. When you are asked for an option, press the first letter, such as P for Paladin. For the outcome of a die roll, type the result, a 6 if you rolled a 6, and when the game stops, press any key. The Nightland is a multi-sensory experience. Listen to the dusty old synthesizers of the music score by Otto Laszlo and Heimat der Catastrophe, available on Bandcamp. And roll the die. You are Faber, I don't know what it's saying here. Faber or something. Is this Latin maybe? Faber Tue Keys. Okay. Something Fortune. Two players? No, it's just me. Who are you? Oh, the dwarf, the giant, or the paladin? All right, I need a vote, guys. Am I the dwarf? The giant. I don't know if the giant's supposed to be an ugly Cyclops monster, but that's the piece I have that I took from another game. Or the paladin, and this is kind of a knight-like guy, so that's why I have that piece. All right, hey, Arturo is here. Arturo says choose the dwarf. All right, any other choices? Any other votes? Ryan says the paladin. Nobody wants the giant. All right, so I'm gonna go with one of those two, unless somebody chimes in with another vote. Oh, let's go with. Okay, Stu says don't choose the dwarf. Okay, so we have. And hey, Bazakatron, how's it going? Bazakatron says Disco Bandit. Okay, I don't think that's a choice, but I guess we'll go with the Paladin because we have a vote for the Dwarf, a vote for the Paladin, and a vote for not Dwarf. So I'm going to hit P for Paladin. And also Disco Bandit, but I don't have Disco Bandit. You are arrogant and conceited, but an excellent swordsman. And in combat, you have +1 on the die roll. Beware, the moody fairy of the mountains hates you. Oh, man. Well, who cares about her anyway? Your opponent is the giant. All right, so I'm against Mr. Giant here, and I am the paladin. The dwarf is not playing. You are on space 0, okay? I think that's like a figurative space, like not on the board. So let me see if I can make this as big as possible while not... You know, I can probably just shrink the C64 window a bit. You don't need the text to be huge, right? So bear with me a minute while I try to figure out how to do this. There, we can do something like this. It's going to be a little messy, but... All right, so now we have both things on display. Cool. All right, roll the die and type the results. Okay. 5. Now you may be saying, why can't it just randomly roll the die for me? Just oh, you know, random number generator. It's just the novelty of the whole thing, I suppose. Here I am. You can see my face a little now. All right, so I rolled a 5. Move to space 5. Okay. So here I am at space 5. Okay, now what? Opponent's turn. The giant moves to space 2. Your turn. You're on space 5. Roll the die and type the result. So I think only the spaces that show an image would mean anything happens there. Otherwise, I'm just moving along on a track, essentially. And Brian says, did you get the cassette too, Mark? The Bandcamp show the cassette with the game. No, I didn't buy the physical copy. I just bought the ROM and I printed out the PDF that it comes with. Okay, let's roll the die. Got a 6. Type the result, 6. Hidden among the ruins on space 11. I guess I moved there. Look, it goes like this, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you can see there's an image here. Hidden among the ruins on space 11 lies the forgotten entrance to the catacombs. You venture downstairs into darkness. And then what happens? Opponent's turn, the giant finds the necromancer's wand. He holds it on the right side, always a smart thing to do, and moves to space 29, which is over here. I guess this is the wand, the necromancer's wand. It's like an arm. It's a severed arm. And Stu says the giant happily sits down to eat your entrails. Hey, you can eat my entrails standing up. Okay, now what? Your turn. You found a way out of the catacombs. It's the only point. The whole point of it was just to find a way out. Then why did I enter there? Okay. Maybe sometimes you can find like treasure or something. You're on space 29. Okay, so I wandered out to space 29. That's where the giant is. Do we have to fight? Roll a die and type the results. So it said I add 1 to my roll for combat. So I'm assuming it's going to tell me when there's combat. So I know what I'm supposed to, when I'm supposed to enter +1. But I rolled a 2. Move to space 31. Okay. It seems kind of arbitrary so far. 31 is over here. Oh, that's actually 2 away. Okay, it's not that arbitrary. Some of it's arbitrary. And the giant moves to space 35. Okay. Are we both just trying to get to 49 here and then we win? Oh, it's typing. A warlock haunts the land. Amused by your wandering, with his toothless mouth utters a dark sorcery. Swap! Suddenly, the giant appears on space 31 and you are teleported to space 35. Okay, we swapped. I guess that means I'm ahead now by 4. If that's how the game even works. Stu says, Space Quest 29? Yeah, Space Quest 29. Are they up to that number? Your turn, you're on space 35. Roll a die. 5. Type the result. In the pocket of a worm cloak on space 40, which is over here, you uncover a small purple vial. This is not a magic potion. It only gives you a strong dysentery. Oh man, move to space 25. I'm gonna die of dysentery. How many games have I died in dysentery from? The giant moves to 34. You are on space 25. Roll a die and type the result. 1. Moves to 26. Giant moves to 39. I guess he's gonna get to the castle thing before me. If it makes a difference. You're on 26. 2. I'm on 28. It could just say roll and move to the space and then enter the space you land on. I don't know. Opponents move. The giant moves to 42. Maelstrom. A magical vortex swirls over the land. Shh. You are dragged on space 14 while the giant is thrown on space 9. Oh my goodness. Okay. Your turn, you're on 14. Roll the die. 5. Suddenly the ground collapses beneath you, and you fall into a tumble of earth and stone. You finish up on space 19. Over here, I'm in jail. I need get out of jail free cards. The oubliette of the desolate land. The walls are sheer, and you cannot climb them. You are stuck. Opponent's turn. The giant ventures into the deep catacombs and moves to space 15. You are on space 19, stuck in the oubliette. To try to escape, roll the die and type the result. 1. Despite a thorough search, you find nothing. You are still stuck in the oubliette. And Carlos says dysentery equals Oregon Trail death. Exactly. The giant encounters the moody fairy of the mountains. Oh, that one hates me. She rejects him with a spell. Ha ha. So he moves to space. Is he already on 15? He's already on 15. Okay. You are on space 19, stuck in the oubliette. Let's roll a die. I don't know what I have to roll, but it's probably like a 6. There's a 6 for you. You have found a way out. And Carlos said this is kind of like Zork with the board and randomness added with the die. Yeah, it's a lot of randomness though because it seems to be just the game playing for me essentially. It's kind of fun though, just watching it play out. All right, so I found a way out. The giant finds a necromancer's wand. He holds it on the right side. I keep saying on the right side, so I guess you can hold it on the wrong side sometimes. And moves to space 38. You're on space 19. Okay, I hope it's not trying to make me escape again. No, it's different text, I guess. 2. Leaning against a dead tree on space 21, you find the necromancer's wand and hold it on the right side. Move to space 38. We're all about actually holding this wand on the right side. You have to fight the giant. Uh-oh. Okay, so I think now I would add 1 to my roll. But the thing is, do I do the adding or does the game? Well, I'm just going to do the adding. And if the game adds it again, then next time I'll know better. 5, so we're going to say it's a 6. But you have +1 on the die roll. Hold on, let me try to understand what it did. Okay, I think I was supposed to just enter 5, but it looks like in either case I beat him. It says he has -1 on the die roll. I wonder why. He would be strong as a giant, you would think. Anyway, it says he won the fight. The giant moves to 35. Did I like knock him backwards by winning the fight? It'd be cool if it explained like why the move happened. The giant finds a strange smelling purple vial, but he's immune to its nefarious effects. Oh, he doesn't get diarrhea. He moves to space 40. You are on space 38. Roll the die as usual. It's a 3. The bold orcs of the moor attack you in a wild ambush on space 41, which is here. See, there's the bold orcs. And Ryan says, what if you're left-handed? Trying to think of what reference from a little while ago you're talking about, and I don't know. But, did I roll already? Sorry, I'm distracted. No, I don't think I rolled. 5. But you have +1 on the die roll. The opponent rolls 4. You won the fight. The giant moves to 46. Okay, so he's very close to the end. You are on space 41. Roll the die. I got a 1, unfortunately. You're on space 42. The giant has reached the fortified citadel. You lose. That's it. Just whoever gets there first wins. Okay. Alright, that's pretty neat. Not like a great game or anything. But yeah, I think the big problem is you don't have any opportunity for any decision. But it was fun to do anyway, and the novelty was pretty cool. But I can't see myself playing it a lot. And Ryan says, I have my own board game. Every time I distract Mark, I move forward. Okay. The Nightland game code by Alessio Skanderbeg. Inspired by the album of... Oh, there's supposed to be music playing, or did I have to, like, go to Bandcamp or something? I guess I had to go to Bandcamp. And a bunch of names that I don't know how to pronounce. Press any key to play again. Okay, I think that'll be it. Sort of like playing pachinko, says Mazakatron. It's your first game now. Okay, I'm gonna end it there. That's enough of that. I had fun anyway, and that's what counts. Yeah, it would be cool if it gave you like, I don't know, even if it's just like a binary choice, you can go this way or that way or something. I don't know. All right, let's get this zoomed better again. That's pretty good, I guess. And Ryan says Bandcamp has their album from the game. I favorited it. Good music. Cool. That's good to know. Maybe I'll check it out later. I guess I should have had that ready beforehand, but I didn't expect it, unfortunately. All right, so we're playing more homebrew games. Let's check out another one. How about Red Serpent PRV? Now, this is, I think, just a demo, not a full game. But this looks very impressive, and let me just show you instead of explaining it. Look at that load command. That's funny. So they called the file this, apparently. A fine ego shooter with Raycaster, physics engine, and semi-AI. It runs on a stock Commodore 64 from 1982. Code engine, memory injector, and a level editor equals something. Graphics Veto something. Soundtrack Spider Jerusalem. Orga and corporate design. Spotter. Intro coding. Benson. Okay, I'm not going to go through all the credits. Ryan said I'm bummed Tutankhamun isn't a new one. We can play Tutankhamun anyway. I actually was playing that on my Intellivision flashback last weekend. My daughter wanted to see it. I have a 3-year-old daughter who likes my Intellivision flashback. She likes me to just scroll through the different games available. And if she sees a box cover she likes, she tells me to play it. Anyway, let's try this game. Now this is something that if you don't know what this is, if you haven't heard of this already, you might be a little impressed. Because this kind of made some buzz recently. But it's not a full game, it's a demo. Now, this might look crap, by a modern computer standards, but this is Commodore 64. Well, unfortunately, I can't move. It looks like my Bluetooth controller is unpaired. And what I found in the past is when it unpairs, I have to restart the whole emulator. So, sorry about that. It unpaired because I was playing that game that didn't use the controller for so long. So let me just get everything all set up again. Pretty good. All good enough. All right. DualShock wireless controller. So let's try that again. Homebrews, what the hell was it called? Red Serpent PRV. Let's do it. This time I'll try not to skip a little bit of the intro. The problem is when I use the warp speed to make it load fast, sometimes I miss a little bit of the intro. TRSI, the Red Serpent Invasion. It's got the Punisher logo, it looks like. Alright. And now we can play, hopefully. Intro, okay, so can we play? Here we go. Okay, I got a chainsaw. Oh, what happened? Yeah, I pressed the down arrow and it blew up. Well, maybe it's not an impressive demo then, if that's what it does. Okay, it's possible it doesn't work with emulators or there's some limitation to it. I guess I should stop fiddling with it. I'll just do a soft reset once and see if that helps at all. Yeah, all right, let's give it up. Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes if there's something like very doing some fancy low-level tricks, sometimes it doesn't work right on an emulator. So that's probably what's going on there. But let's try another homebrew game. We played most of these now, but let's try Zombie Calavera Prologue. I was waiting for Arturo to join to play this because it's about Mexican zombies, and Arturo is my Mexican zombie friend. So that works out pretty well. Ryan asked, was that Harrison Ford from Blade Runner? Maybe it was. Zombie Calavera Prologue. All right, let's try this game. Digital Monastery. Zombie Calavera Prologue. Original ZX Spectrum game by the Mohan twins, or Mojon. C64 port by Digital Monastery. Hokuto Force game developing division. Programming by Magic Kirik. Graphics by Nathan. Musics and sound effects by Uktumi. Space is next. CBM is previous. Run, stop, exit. All right, here's the story, guys. Gather around, kiddies. Here's the story of the Calavera zombies, whatever it's called. For years, Santos Jimenez, who used to work as a guard in the graveyard near Atl Atl a small village located in Mexico, next to the north border, just lived for revenge. He had spent 6 years developing his skills to begin his crusade by entering the purgatory and searching for his beloved wife. It was the only way to calm down his rage. 6 years in the past, his village was calm and peaceful until rumors about Palejo Martinez, a terrible narco who had recently moved to a ranch in the outskirts of Alto Tepec, began to arrive. Since then, villagers noticed how plants stopped growing around the ranch, and that traces of obscure ceremonies were found here and there. It was rumored that Palejo was in fact the reincarnation of an old Aztec priest, and that he celebrated dark rituals in order to bring back from among the dead his ancient guard. A dark day of January, while Santos was alone in the graveyard burying a poor drunkard who had died in a corner, he felt a deep tremor and witnessed how the land cracked and opened in front of him. Horrified, he saw how huge fragments of land rose in the air, revealing an evil, bottomless darkness beneath. In the sky, static, dead, the lone full moon glared greenishly. In the far, Atwaltepec burned to its foundations. As fast as he could, Santos ran to his house, terribly worried about Mara Fernanda, his young and beautiful wife, who was waiting for him to have a late dinner. When he arrived to the village, he was horrified. Palejo, the pendejo, and his minions, surrounded in shadows, which rendered them invincible, had slaughtered everybody using long knives. Over their shredded corpses, black spirits floated, bound to Palejo. And let's see. Ryan says, no, Mark, use a more racist voice. Come on. And Vizakatron says C64 is better than Specky, picks nose farts. That's just kidding. Okay. Before he could be seen, Santos hid behind a bush near his home, and he could see how Mara Fernanda was saved from being killed. Palejo. Is it Pellejo? I just realized it's probably Pellejo. Sorry about that. My Spanish is a little off today. Pellejo had different plans for her. He got his 500 souls. He got the magical skills needed. He just needed a woman of good heart to be the bearer. The beautiful and kind Mara was perfect. Santos, blind with fury, ran in their direction, but there was little for him to do. With a simple gesture, Pellejo, his minions, the Black Spirit, and his beloved Mara disappeared from this world. They moved to the purgatory in order to complete Pellejo's evil plans. Desperate, Santos fell on his knees, cursing the heavens. It's quite a story. The events drove him to insanity. The flesh which covered his bones ended up falling out, and a red light glared inside his skull. He wasn't human anymore. Now he was just a creature driven by rage. He knew all about his fate. Go to the purgatory, find Pellejo, and bring back his wife. And now we get to the game. And Ryan says my name is Navarro. I can say that. Okay, you can. Well, I can't make racist voices because I'm Whitey McWhiteson. Oh, well, Carlos says 100% agree. As Latino native Spanish speaker, feel free to use characteristic Spanish accent. All right, if you guys want me to. I'm kind of through the story part though. I think it's just the instructions now. To be able to move to the purgatory, Santos must open a door, and for that he needs spiritual energy. The only way to get enough spiritual energy is gathering up the 16 crucifixes in the graveyard. The problem is that it won't be an easy task. The graveyard is infested of monsters. Santos, carrying a powerful shotgun, should be able to eliminate them without much of a hassle, although this won't be always a good idea, because dead monsters will come back in the shape of winged spirits which will pursue you relentlessly and which are much more difficult to dodge. Oh, hold on, so it's saying I shouldn't shoot them even though I have a shotgun? Luckily they are almost blind, so if you hide in the background and don't move, they will stop seeing you and they'll go away. Usually you can hide behind pinnacles, big trees, and the weeds growing in the corners or next to a wall. You will soon discover which places are good hideouts and which aren't. If you think you are hidden, but spirits keep approaching, look for a better place. Finding the best hideouts, being patient, and shooting only when needed are the keys of success in your mission. Okay, it's like a stealth game, sort of. Use joystick in port 2, and Ryan says, or use like a Fu Manchu Asian voice and play eyes back. Come on. No, it's not even an Asian setting. And I would not do that. It's not the eye thing. If you give me permission to make a silly, Latino accent, that's one thing. But it's a little late, I think. All right, let's go. Oh, you guys meeting Ryan. Okay, how do I say? Okay, run, stop to exit, I guess is what I do. All right, we can do the cheats. I'm not going to do any cheats. I'm playing the game for the first time. I don't want to cheat. I need to get, what, 16 crucifixes? One of the cheats can be to only get one crucifix. Zombie Calavera. Okay. Let's enjoy the music for a moment. Okay, let's begin. I might not enjoy joystick port 2, I might not be. Swap joysticks. Okay, here I am. Am I hiding? Okay, so I'm supposed to... Okay, jump. I can jump pretty high. So I'm supposed to basically hide and shoot, like, sparingly, right? Only when I'm well hidden, basically. Okay, am I hiding behind this gravestone? I don't even know. Okay, I shot him. But he's still alive. Skeleton guy. Okay. Let's try again. Carlos says I love the font. Yeah, I thought that was cool too. And Ryan said I want all the music. Okay, I don't know if I'm doing enough damage here or what. Oh, okay, it took about 5 hits, I guess. Oh, I looked at the chat and then something happened. A bat or something got me. I'm not hiding well from this guy, am I? Oh, I like bouncing around. There's a platform, I guess. Can jump pretty high. What did I get? Oh, I got one of the crucifixes. Okay, so I'm 1/16th of the way to winning the game. Yeah, cool sprites. I agree, Carlos. Alright. Uh-oh. Shoot, this bat thing is bad. Yeah, that thing really comes at you when you're not hidden. Yeah, maybe that's the only thing that gets you. You're not hidden. The other guys just seem to mosey around like morons. Okay, let's see. Let's do this right. Hide. Oh, that was not a good hide. What the hell? Okay, I'm bouncing off the ground. Oh no, oh no! Look at that. You can see my hits on the left. They were going down fast because each like collision was subtracting one hit. All right. Well, thanks for joining, all you fun people. If you're liking what you're seeing, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I try not to beg about that stuff too much. Yeah, it's a cool mechanic, Carlos. You just have to stay hidden from those bad guys. And do I need to kill these other guys though? This is pretty cool, I gotta say. Let's try to do this. Quickly, hide. Oh shit. Yeah, I gotta not do that. Kill him first and then we'll jump, right? Stay hidden so Batman doesn't come. Oh shit, where can I hide? Tree? What is that thing in the top left? Can I hide there? That's something I can shoot. Interesting. That skeleton took a lot of hits. And the bat isn't coming. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, there it is. Holy crap. It really knocks you around. Alright, Carlos says, got a bolt, but we'll definitely check back the replay to see what you've been working on. Have a nice night, everyone. Alright, thank you, Carlos, for joining. It's been fun chatting with you lately. Take care, man. Alright, let's see. Where do we hide? Oh. Can I hide here? Is this good? Yeah. So it looks like we gotta... Oh, there's a crucifix. Let's get the crucifix. Oh, is that not a hiding place? I guess not. It did say you'll learn over time which places are good hiding places and which aren't. Okay, now I don't know where to go though. I can't scroll right anymore. Maybe down here. No. I guess I gotta go back. Or up. Shoot. I know I got knocked around a lot, so maybe I need to actually go back. Getting beat up. It looks like I healed some, though. Maybe when I got the crucifix, it healed me. Let me up. Oh, you can double jump. What's that? A healing potion? Was that there before? So, I don't see anything I can do on that screen. It must be a different one I have to go to. I climb up over here. I can go up the screen, but I can't really do much once I'm there. I'm gonna try going down, so it's probably a bad idea, yeah. Okay. Shoot. Okay, they don't see me. Let's go. I think this weird thing must have... Okay, it's a platform. Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, I thought that was like a cloak or something. I don't know what it was, a curtain? But it was just a platform. Okay, let's try to get to a tree to hide behind. Alright, here we are. Now we'll shoot this guy. Takes a lot of hits. I don't understand what the deal is there. Sometimes they don't take a lot of hits. Oh, I'm dead. Alright. Cool game, man. This one's from 2018. Alright, well, I wonder if I should break out my project. That's going to be a big letdown. It's not really that impressive. But it's the one exception to playing homebrew games that I've been planning. Well, let me see if I have any more homebrew games that I should play first. I think I have a few more. I played all the ones that really caught my eye for sure. I've already played the Bruce Lee sequels before on the stream, so I'll skip that for now. But what else we got here? I actually have Fix It Felix Jr. Should we try that? Now everybody knows that this is from a movie originally, whose name is eluding me right now for some reason. Yeah, there's been homebrew games made based on this, and this is one of them. What is the name of that movie? Someone help me out. You know, it's like a video game setting where there's this game, and there's the guy on the right. He's a character in the game. Anyway, gonna wreck it. Wreck It Ralph. That's it. Wreck It Ralph. All right, let's play some Fix It Felix Jr. Now this music sounds very Commodore-y. Before I was saying one of the songs we were hearing felt unique. This has total Sid written all over it. Sid is the you moved my stuff. Sid is the Commodore music chip or whatever. So 1982 is a total lie. They're just trying to fit in with the style, you know, of the movie. Okay, I can select level, start game, just play. Here we go. Crane coming. Iceland. Go wreck it. I think I played a Genesis version of this same game actually on one of my streams. I don't remember what it's supposed to do though. Supposed to fix all the windows or something? Yeah, I think so. And Ralph is trying to break it again. Or just throw crap at me, maybe. I think it's so cool that people bothered to make this. What is that? Oh, it's food for me or something. Spaghetti or a pie, I'm not sure what it was. Spaghetti pie, perhaps. Okay, what do I do now? Do we go up there and fight him? Looks like it can't go up. Oh, this thing in the middle I didn't fix. There we go. Oh no, I got killed. Alright, what am I fixing? This? I missed that. There we go, that's what I missed. Okay. And Ryan said it's cool how nice C64 games can be graphically, yeah. People are still doing impressive stuff with this machine. Whoa, Ralph is pissed. A little bit, it reminds me a little bit of Wrecking Crew. Like, just moving in front of the windows and wielding the hammer, except in Wrecking Crew, you're doing the opposite. You're smashing these like doors and windows and walls. Wrecking Crew is an underrated NES game, by the way. That's a fun game. Reminds me of just saying would make a great pinball game. You know what? It's interesting that I have never seen for any console or computer a homebrew pinball game. Nobody wants to make those, it seems. I could be wrong, I don't know every homebrew game on Earth, of course. But I have never encountered a pinball game. That's a shame for pinball fans like Ryan here. He always asks me to play a pinball game. I don't know. Just doesn't seem to be a thing that people want to make anymore. But, there are virtual pinball tables. I think Ryan has one, actually. Those look pretty cool. When I first heard what they were, I was unimpressed. But I saw it in action, and I was impressed. What they are is basically just imagine like a very large screen, and then you have a video game version of pinball, like in a, I don't know how to explain it to them, you know, like on a regular pinball table kind of a thing, but it's a virtual screen. They can be done very well. So, obviously, you can switch between different pinball games on it too. Gotta say, while this is really neat, finding the gameplay to be kind of it's not bad, but nothing to write home about. I'm actually finding I can get into like a zone where I don't even need to pay attention and just kind of go, which can be relaxing sometimes when you have that kind of a game. I'm assuming it's gonna get harder at some point though. All you really have to do is not be under him when you're fixing things, at least so far. I don't know if it gets harder. Okay. I think unless it changes much within the next, like, 2 levels, 2 or 3 levels, I'm probably going to just abort. Give me that food. It looks like something might happen above. It looks like maybe I'm getting into a new level, new part of the building. Oops, I just died. I'm saying how easy it is. That's my motto. I talk about a game being easy and then I die. That's my MO, I should say. Give me that food. Do you have any ideas for a pinball design, Ryan? Like, you know, you've played so many pinball games. Have you ever had your own ideas about what the design of a game should be like, a pinball game? Let's see if I can finish it in time. Yeah, I could have played that cautiously, but I thought I would just try to rush that last fix, even though he was above me. And it seemed to pay off in that case. Alright, so I beat a level, I guess. And here's the people who are giving me food, I guess. Yay, more food! I got a kiss, too. And we're throwing Ralph off the top. Oh, poor Ralph. He just wants to smash everything in sight. Gonna wreck it. Let's see how it's different. It's gotta be different, right? It's like the same thing, but it's gotta be harder in some way. Okay, we got birds. Alright, alright. Are they gonna poop on me like in Potty Pigeon? Woo! Yeah, I wasn't able to stop repairing in time. So it's like a little lag time when you're repairing. Okay, I could see how that could be challenging. You have to time it right. And what's that? There's some, like, loose bricks. Okay, now with the bird, you saw I had to jump down to get out of the way. Oh. You can't hammer it. Okay, so this is, it gets challenging, yeah. But I'm gonna call it there. I don't feel like playing anymore. So that is Fix-It Felix Jr. And Ryan said, honestly, the Alien Pinball game for Zen Pinball is my idea of perfect pinball. I can think of nothing better. All right, Ryan. So you found your grail, your grail of pinball games. So ICB. Why don't we play something I have no idea what it is? ICB is one of the games I got in a bundle. So I'm gonna load ICB totally blind. I don't know what to expect at all. It spits garbage at me when I load it. Oh yeah, ICB, ice cold beer. Beer. A Night of the Living Dead pinball would be Ryan's grill. Cool. Alright, so we got a title screen here. Can't seem to start yet though. There we go. It was add to swap controllers. Okay, what am I doing here? Oh, okay. I'm moving this ramp. How do I control it? I'm not really sure. What am I trying to do? Get it in that highlighted hole? Oh, I don't understand. Okay, get them in order. Look at that. 1. Okay. Still not sure about the controls though. Press space. Let's try again. When I press up, it makes the left part go up. When I press down, it makes the right Sometimes that makes the whole thing go up. I don't understand. Okay, I'm not really understanding the controls, unfortunately. Come on, I'm gonna roll it down into the one. This is an arcade game, says dude. They have a copy of it at the digital press store. Interesting. I wish I knew how to control it. Okay, so if I do down, it does that. Okay, now how do I drop? Okay, to the left makes the whole thing drop. Yeah, okay. So it's up, down, left, right does nothing. Okay, so now I'm gonna stop hitting right now that I know that. So what I can do is, oh, not that. Down, up, left, no. Down, up, down. Oh, there we go. Left. Oh, I was hoping that would go in. Alright, not my kind of game. That is Ice Cold Beer, their homebrew game for the Commodore 64. What else we got here? Man Cave. This game called Man Cave. Man Cave Tape or Dockster. That was this one. And Sue says you need to try the actual arcade game. Yeah, I'm sure it has better controls. I don't want you. I got a detached cartridge. Maybe this takes me to Brian's Man Cave. He's a YouTuber who plays retro games as well. And he's been making his own Intellivision games. That's a good YouTube channel to follow, by the way, if you like this. Brian's Man Cave. What's going on here? Man Cave. He says his real name is Brian Chocolate Puddin'. Chocolate in quotes. Yeah, I knew he's Brian Puddin'. I didn't know about chocolate. Citronic. Okay. What is going on here? I know it's kind of like stylized, like one of those, I don't know, I guess Boris Vallejo paintings or something with the barbarian hero and then like the ladies kind of at his feet. Not sexist at all. But isn't the guy holding some... Are they like Playboy mags or something like that? That's weird. And he says Bonnie Tyler holding out for a hero. Oh, was that the song we just heard? Cool. Thanks for chiming in there, Andy. How's your tennis match going, or did it end? Okay, here we are in Man Cave. What the hell's going on? Inertia full. Wife free zone. Select level 1. A game developed by Megastyle. Published by Citronic Software 2019. Whatever you want, no one bothers you. It used to be called your life. But you got married. Now it's just a room. You want this room to be your own space, away from the wife. That's where I am now. This room I'm in is kind of mostly like a man cave, but it also has my wife's desk, so it's kind of not a man cave because we work side by side. I'm at this desk and she's at that. All right, yeah, let's just try playing. Trophies, I guess they're like achievements you can get. Yeah, I'm pressing the button, but it's just doing this. It's not starting. What do I have to do to start here? F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6, F7. Run, start, space. Joy LR or space to exit. Restore. Okay, restore kind of made the screen wobble that exited the game. Oh, undefined statement error. That's cool. Let's try again. And Andy's all about the 80s music, he says. That's true. The match is over, says Andy. No more tennis tonight. Alright, so I'm going to try that again. It's unfortunate that even in some of these newer games, they don't make it clear how to start the damn game, unless I just missed it. Okay, I'll skip that. Monty Python's Flying Circus. Maybe I have to swap joystick, actually. That could be it. Press fire to start. Okay, I have to be in the right screen. No, that didn't work. I'll try swapping joystick like I suggested. That doesn't. Gee. If it's one joystick, it shouldn't make the other one shouldn't make something happen because it makes you think you're using the right one. Hey, wait, what's going on? Hey, you're listening to Kashmir by Led Zeppelin. Come back, you little brats. Daddy, what does it cost to get married? I don't know, son. I'm still paying. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Level 1 easy peasy. Okay, here I am. My man cave. Return 14 mags to the man cave. Okay. Do I have to search these things or no? Just run around? Oh, there's a mag there. It's flashing, probably. Now mag. Okay, yeah. 13 left. You go in the doors? Oh, this kid's gonna kill me. Oh no, 2 kids are surrounding me. They're beating me up. Why are my children killing me? Oh, they're trying to take my mags? They want my porn? This is a stupid game. I like the graphics and the controls and everything are good. It's just the theme is kind of Alright. So what am I supposed to do? The button just makes me jump. And they don't give me room to jump over them or anything. I guess I have to run downstairs and stuff like that. To get out of the way. Where's the next mag? Yeah, there. I have a stress meter at the bottom. Stress is going up. Okay, my stress went down as soon as I got a magazine. Okay, next magazine. Always up there. So they take like about 5 seconds or so between to spawn. Yeah, I don't like the way the kids work. There should be, I don't know. Can I just punch them? I just want to beat my kids. There's one. They beat me. I mean, I should fight back at least. Maybe not initiate the violence, but if they're gonna knock me to the ground and punch me, I should fight back. Oh, full capacity. Go to the green bin. Okay. Here's the green bin where I stash my porn, I guess. Magazine safely stashed. My stress meter is still pretty high. I don't know if I'm going to get the 6 mags in time before I have a heart attack. This guy's got a weak heart for sure. Next one is just down there. Ah! Close one. Next. Where is it? There it is. Oh, shoot. So let's dump some, because that might make my danger level meter go down a bit. Yeah, not much. I don't think I'm going to make it in time. I didn't feel like I was wasting time much at all, though. Like, I'm moving pretty quickly and not wasting, not standing around picking my nose up. I'm dead. Okay. Well, that is Man Cave. I mean, it's well produced. Just, I don't know. not my initials, I just hit random stuff. Okay, well, that's man cave. Yeah. Well, why don't we go for the final thing that I wanted to show this stream? That'll probably be the end of it. Now, let's reset. So this is a game I'm going to play. And it's a game that I played last week, and it's been eating at me that I need to beat this game. And maybe you can guess what it is so far. But what I did was I spent some time in the past week making a map of the game that I'm talking about. And here it is. This is Master of Magic. And what I did was I just copied and pasted a zillion times from my last video watching it and cobbled together this map. It's not beautiful. Not everything's lined up perfectly. But I have a map. Because I've had this burning desire to beat Master of Magic ever since last week. And it's always been a game I wanted to finally beat. I had never beaten it. I played it for the first time in 80 something, maybe late 80s. And at the same time, I considered just pulling up a full playthrough or looking up some cheats. I did Google for for a walkthrough. I didn't find one, although I know I had seen one before. But I thought, why don't I make it my own real victory? I will only incorporate the areas that I've been to in my last video, so it's stuff I've discovered. I'm not using anybody else's information. It's all me. And this is the map that I wrote, and I'm going to follow it. And I am convinced that with this map tonight, I can beat Master of Magic for the first time in over 30 years. I can't guarantee it. I'm pretty convinced that I can do it, though. So let me try to make that happen tonight. Let's see what you guys are saying. Andy says, not as impressive as graph paper, but close. Graph paper might have taken longer. Might have taken less. It took more hours than I'd like to admit. But I kind of did it while I was relaxing on the couch with my wife and or kids, and just TV was on and stuff, and I would play my video, copy and paste to the rooms. As you can see here, I can't keep this up on the screen the whole time while I play, unfortunately. But as you can see, I put in a lot of info, such as it's hard to zoom, but if you look at, say, this orc here at the kind of the top center, it's a little to the right. You can see I wrote the letter A over him. That means he has the armor. A is for armor. And yeah, it's everything. Literally everything I discovered. If you look towards I can't really draw on the screen because of the way it is right now. Actually, I can do that. Sorry, let me do that. If you see over here, this is the vampire that killed me last time. Are you seeing that? I don't know if you are. Yeah, because the way I'm sharing this window, it's not going to show my drawing, unfortunately. Um. Anyway, if you look kind of towards the bottom leftish, you can see in the black guy behind the door in a little corridor, kind of a dead end corridor. That's the vampire who killed me. The second vampire that I wasn't even expecting exists in the game. I had forgotten completely about that, or maybe I never even knew. And so yeah, I don't know if he carries anything useful, but I can be prepared for him. I can either have my wooden dagger ready or just ignore him because he's just sitting there in a dead end behind a door and he can't come out and hunt you down. It's just up to you if you want to kill him or not. Anyway, so I'm hoping I can beat the game tonight, and that's what I'm going to do. Before I do that, I'm going to take a quick break, less than 3 minutes, hopefully like 2 minutes, just to use the facilities. I don't want to be holding it in while I'm trying to beat this game. So let me just be right back, guys. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'll be back very quickly. Okay, I'm here. And unfortunately, I can't really show you this map because it's kind of so wide, and you know I can't really show it to you live. But I'm just gonna have it on my second screen here up, and so I'm gonna get rid of this for now. But yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna try to beat Master of Magic live for the first time. Well, it's my first time anyway. Other people have beaten it before. Um, Let me just rearrange my windows. I gotta get things looking good so I can see the map and your chat. Not seeing the drawing. Well, I just put it away intentionally. I don't know when you said that though. But Arturo said a little while ago, no one sleeps until the game is completed. Okay, well, I don't know about that, but I'm gonna try to. I don't think if I get like 45 minutes in and then I die, I don't know if I can afford a second run, unfortunately. Um, but yeah. I mean, if you want, I could squeeze the map into like that blank space on the left. I just don't think you'll see any detail at all, unfortunately, so it won't really be good. So I think I'm just gonna leave it for my eyes only, and let's get into it. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're talking. Oh, right, right, yeah. Before when I was drawing the red on the screen, sure. Yeah, yeah. Because of the way I was capturing the map in OBS, yeah, it's all technical crap. It wasn't able to show my red drawing. All right, let's do it. I'm nervous, but I also have some confidence. And I beat NetHack before live. Surely we can do Master of Magic, right? And we get to enjoy that wonderful soundtrack at the same time while we play. Let's do it. Master, it's gotta find the damn game. Masters of the Universe, let's just play He-Man instead. Screw it, we're playing He-Man, just kidding. Okay, this is the one, the first one doesn't work for some reason, so we gotta load the second one here. Okay, and Ryan says, no pressure, but if you lose, I'll unfollow you and kick you off my Discord. Okay, that's very fair, Ryan, very fair. All right, so I don't want to sit here staring at the map and planning, but I do have to plan a little bit. I just want to think of what I'm going to do. So I know that basically first off, there's that annoying, if you make a left, essentially there's the skeleton and the hellhound at the same time, which give you a hard time for when you have nothing but your fists. Alright, I was trying to think real quick if there is a way I could show you a little bit of the map. Maybe I can scroll around. How can I do that? Let me see if I can pull off something if you just give me a moment. I'm trying to make some room by squeezing these around. I think I can do something like that. So that way I can just kind of scroll the window around and you'll see the one thing I'm looking at. And HR will need to speak to you early tomorrow. Okay. I was enjoying that music. I just started over because the demo started. Okay, let's see. We have to window and manual. So sorry that you have to deal with me fiddling with stuff. It doesn't want to work. Alright, we're gonna have to skip this, unfortunately. Oh. That's weird. It's not what I wanted to do. Okay, okay. I think I understand the problem at least. I think I'm getting there. Alright, let's see. Basically, I'm defining a little window on my screen that we're gonna be showing at all times, and I can kind of move the window around to sort of pan. No, it doesn't work. Alright, I'm gonna skip it because it's gonna take me too long to figure it out. Sorry, you won't get to look at the map while I'm looking at it, so that's probably fine. Alright, so yeah, why don't we get to it then? What are you talking about? I said no shit, it's teeth. I didn't think a bat had a gun. Okay, I'm just gonna play. Oh, you're talking about the text in the game, okay. Alright, here we go. Got my chat up so you guys can still talk to me and I can talk to you. And the map is up, it's nice and big for me. If you can't see it, let's do it. Yeah, actually, yeah, I do want to play with it. Where the hell I want to go? I want to fight. Okay, basically, I'm going to go to this orc with the mace first. That'll be my first action. Let's do it. Punch an orc to death. Try to avoid bats when I can. They're just they're really weak, but they don't even go after you usually. So if I go left, it's the annoying skeleton and hellhounds together. They're kind of too much to handle as a noob. You know, a guy with no weapons and armor. But I could probably try like casting spells at them, but I think it would be too expensive. So you have to really budget your mind and your body in this game. Those are the 2 meters up here for anyone who hasn't seen me play this before. Mind is your spell casting ability, and body is your hit points. And you get very little recuperative abilities. You can find a couple of potions and that's it. There's I think 2 health potions and 1, maybe 1 mind. Suddenly my controller's not working. There's a swap. It was working a second ago. Swap back. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like I'm holding right or something. Shift lock, is that doing it? I had shift lock on, that would screw everything up apparently. Okay. Let's not do that. Anyway, we're gonna head, so if I go up, that's where there are these 3 stairs, where one of them takes me to the vampire essentially, and the other 2 are dead ends, so we don't want to go there. We're gonna go to the right. And up is just what I call the bat cave. They're just some bats, that's it. Nothing useful there. So I'm probably gonna be doing a lot of stop and starting, by the way, it's just how it's gonna be. And, yeah, let's go right to that Orco. Not from He-Man, not Orco from He-Man. Start punching an orc and get his mace. Here it is. Okay, we're gonna cast Magical Shield so we're protected. And fight. He missed me. I'm punching him in the face. Get out of here, orc! Give me that damn mace! Beat the hell out of you! Hit me once, that's not good, but we had the protection, at least. Okay, killed it. We got hit once, uncast right away. Pick up that mace. Cool, now we are armed right away. If you check inventory, it'll say if it's in your right hand, then you're wielding it. Why is that? Why is what, right? Orc's fist, like, oh. I don't know. Alright, so let me think about where I'm going next, actually. There's a little bit of the map I didn't map out that's actually right up here. I think I didn't actually go there when I last played, so I don't know what's actually here. Okay. Oh, I did have that, I just kind of screwed up a little tiny part of the map, it's fine. Alright, so now I have to decide where I want to go next. I can get a potion of healing by going down, I just have to deal with a snake. That sounds worthwhile. Yeah, let's do that. I can handle the snake. Actually, maybe I should go for the armor. So there's an orc with armor. He's by the vampire. Maybe getting protected would be good next step. So let me do that. I'm gonna go for the orc with the armor, and if I accidentally trigger the vampire to attack me because I'm near the vampire, then I'm pretty much screwed. But I think I can control that. And if I do screw it up, I'll just restart. Right at the beginning, right? No big deal. And again, we have, yeah, I want to go up here. Should be a batter too. Just one bat, I think. Can't get away bat. I don't want to deal with you. Alright, so we're going to go to the low staircase and attack the orc with armor and not go around the corner where the vampire is. Maybe I should just kill the bat, I don't know. You can just kind of give them the runaround and hope they go away, but... Oh, great, spider. Alright, let's put on the shield. Yeah, that spider is actually up the stairs, but it came down. I didn't know it would do that. Magical shield on. Getting bitten by things. Let's kill the spider because he's more dangerous. Shit. Not going well here. Okay, ton of hits. Killed the spider, but I'm half dead. Jeez. Alright. Well, again, if I die early, I can just restart. It's not a promising start, though. Alright, let's try to kill this orc with the armor. Again, we'll put on the magical shield. There it is. Killed it. Cool. I fared a lot better against that guy than the freaking spider. But now we have armor. Yes. Okay. We're not going to tick off the vampire, that's for sure. Where to now? Yeah, I'll get that potion of healing that I was talking about. I could probably use it now. It heals you about halfway, and I think I'm less than halfway. As far as my body meter goes. Unfortunately. Oh, that's cool. Reminds me that I screenshotted your map on my phone, watching you on my TV, commenting on the PC. Wow. You're really making use of your multiple devices, Ryan. Okay. Let's see. Go down here, right a little bit. Through this door. Hold on. Yeah, through the door, and we'll get the potion of healing that's guarded by the snake. The snake who was smiling as we talked about last time. There he is. Come on. Cast magical shield. Not able to attack. There we go. Oh, they're directly on top of him. Can't hit it. I wonder if I just, earlier when I attracted the spider, maybe if I just didn't go close to the stairs, that would not have happened. I'm just kind of speculating, but that would have been a huge saver of my body meter. I'm not inclined to like start over there. Jesus Christ, this battle. Okay, hit with the mace. One more. I think all it'll take is one more, right? If someone has a lot of gadgets. Okay, let's uncast right away. Don't want to waste magic. But yeah, now we can just grab the healing potion. Here it is. I never got the backpack, so I actually can't really carry anything else. I I should find that then. Where is the backpack? Hopefully I marked that on the map. I think it's another orc who has it. Check my map. In zoom in mode. So there's always a possibility I neglected to map a certain area. Okay, there it is. I found it. And Ryan, if you're looking at the map too, it's this, if you see that kind of, totally separated off area with stairs and there's a spider, there's also the backpack there. So I have to find the stairs. Okay, I can get there. Yeah, so basically the stairs near me that I can take to one level, and then take another set of stairs while I'm there. How do you scroll on this freaking... Okay. There's protection of evil ring around there too, which is good. And Ryan says, ha! Hit a snake with a mace, you definitely win. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Hey, you would think one hit. This big freaking mace against a snake would be all it takes. I thought it was alive for a second. I was like, ah! Okay, so we're gonna go right, down, left, up, left. Should be a bats there, no biggie. Alright, this takes us to the next level, another bat. It could be the same one, I don't know. I think it's a new one. Slam the door in the bat's face and he leaves me alone. Alright, so we're going up. Should I say up or north? Let's say north. North again, and we can get the protection from evil ring here. I don't know if it actually does anything. I'm assuming the rings do something. Oh, I didn't get the backpack yet, so I can't really hold it. Oh, I can wear it, that's true. I just have to put down the potion temporarily. Don't go where the vampires are. Thanks for the tips, too. Yeah. I'm gonna avoid the vampires. Alright. So I got the ring, protection from evil. That's true, I need a ring of protection from poor decisions. So now we're just gonna go back down through those doors and left a bunch and go up some stairs. Essentially. Trying to use the cardinal direction, so we're going west, not left. Okay, that one spider fight, oof. Otherwise I would feel super confident right now, but damn. There is some luck of the draw in this game. I mean, I don't know if in general it's good to just shoot a spell at a spider, because they tend to deal a lot of damage or what. Oh, here's a fucking spider. Okay, well, I mean, this time I'm better armed and armored. Well, let's put on the magical shield. I actually knew he was... These spiders seem to go down the stairs a lot more than other guys. Alright, that wasn't so bad. When you actually have good weapon and armor, not that bad. Yeah, it has good music. That's an understatement. Alright, now the spider's not here because he attacked us from the other floor, and here's the backpack. Backpack is crucial, so you can carry more than 2 things. Now we wear the backpack. Pick up the potion. Put in the potion into the backpack. And Ryan says I can kill a spider with a slipper. Come on. And Stu says I used to have a ring of protection from wife, but it broke. Okay, let me think about where the heck I'm going next. I'm going to be staring at my map a minute. So there is this big room that I pretty much have to go into, and that might be the next step. And that's the one that has a mob of monsters. But let me check out the map a little bit longer before I jump into that. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm gonna go now. So the idea is there's this whole large open area, and there are no less than 3 skeletons, an orc, and I believe 3 hellhounds if I've mapped it correctly. So I will try to bunch them up in fireball like I did last time, essentially. Get them kind of all close to me, fireball, kill a few of them at once. I'm trying to think if it's possible to avoid a couple of individual monsters, like the hellhounds. There's no good can come from killing the hellhounds because they don't give you anything. But there is an orc who has one of them has a wooden dagger, which is crucial to killing the vampire, which you need to do to beat the game. One skeleton has a shield and ring of dexterity, which are also awesome, and another skeleton has a mace, which doesn't matter at this point. So yeah, let's go to that, I think. Alternatively, there's a skeleton with a sword. I wonder if I should go to him and get the sword, then I can fight those guys better. That's another option. I think I'll go for the mob. Alright, so I have to go through this other staircase that's nearby. Right here, in fact. This could be a dangerous moment. But I can't cast the magical I can't cast the fireball if I have the shield on, so I gotta be careful. And, Stu said I once had a client who wanted to write his will on his blank, but I told him I would never stand up in court. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Yeah, so these guys are right north of me, essentially. I think the best course of action. Like, if I go straight north, some of them are going to be on the east side of this wall, to the northeast of me. So I could go in that little crack and attract more of them at once. Is that the way to do it? I think I'm going to do that. Hopefully I don't regret it. I'm going to cast a fireball once I bunch them up. There we go. It's one of them. Dude, where's the damn orc? Orc, where are you? Shit, you're on top of me. Alright, I don't know where the orc went. There we go, fireball. Kill the hellhound. Fortunately, fireball costs a ton. And presumably it hurt the skeletons, even if you don't see them damaged. Alright, so magical shield, and now we fight the skeletons. Killed one. That hit hard. Okay, I gotta drink the potion after this fight if I survive it. Okay, whew. Okay, but I know there should be... I must have messed up the mapping a little, or maybe they wander sometimes. But there should be, according to the map, more than what I just fought. So that's interesting. But I need to take out the potion and drink it. Oh, crap. Hellhound. Okay. I guess I find the hellhound now. Shit. That's one thing that sucks about this game. If you attack and there's nothing in range, it'll say nothing and make you waste a turn. And here comes the orc. I don't know why they weren't where I expected them to be. Okay, orc's gonna be on top of me in a moment by the time I do this inventory shuffle. But maybe I can just pick up the shield quick. That's annoying when you... I keep saying the annoying thing now. When you hit inventory, it also kind of eases a turn. But I have nothing in my left hand, so I can pick up the shield real quick. So now I'm protected with that. And let's just fight the orc, I guess. Hello, orky. Come on. Attack. So the dagger, the wooden dagger. Hopefully it doesn't do a ton of damage against me. So I'm not a vampire. Okay, now we can uncast, I think, safely. Oof. Let me check your guys' chat. That's dice way after the cat skills. Okay, Yeah, so don't need that extra mace, but I need the Ring of Dexterity, so I'm going to drop the shield for now. Pick up the Ring of Dexterity. Come on. Getting some weird lag here. There's too many monsters on the screen at once, even though they're dead. Let's examine this ring to be sure. Dexterity, we're gonna wear it. Alright. So, now we pick up the dagger. Which is not on top of me right now. We will examine it just to be sure. It's wooden. It's made of wood. Burn her! Put it in the old backpack. Okay. That's a critical weapon that we need to win. The scroll doesn't do anything. It just gives you a stupid message. We want the shield for sure. I'll go over here. Yeah, I think we're all good. Let's read the scroll for fun. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. Let's check inventory as a sanity check. You are carrying mace in your right hand, shield in your left hand, and you are wearing armor, backpack, ring. Okay, so that's right. We wanted to drink the freaking potion. We're gonna take the shield out, put the shield down, take out the potion, examine it as a sanity check. It said potion of healing. The labels don't lie, thankfully. And let's drink the potion. Yay! Damn, we got beat up. We're doing better now. Okay, so where to now? Let me look at the map. We're kind of done with this room, I believe. This whole large room. There are some areas I didn't explore last time, so it's possible there's more to it. But I think I want to go find the sword. Well, I could kill that vampire. If I kill the vampire, there's a ring with a blue stone. Well, mostly I need the dagger of death from it. Yeah, just do the vampire. So I need to go back down these stairs. Or up or down, I don't know which way it is. That's a map. Okay, so we're gonna go to where? We're gonna go basically east and down, take the stairs. We're kind of back towards start-ish at that point. Yeah, okay. And we go to those 3 stairs again where I fought the orc with the armor. And instead of turning around this time, I'm gonna keep going. Kill the vampire. There was a bat behind here. I remember I closed the door in his face. It looks like he took off, though. Probably right here. Yeah, there he is. Okay, just looking at the map again. Yep. East, north, west, northeast. Smiling dead snake again, who I smashed with a mace. That's the bat cave. I'll go around this corner, then north. Okay, now we're gonna take the lower stairs, and we have to arm ourselves with the wooden dagger and put on the magical shield. Let's at least get the dagger ready, just in case there's a surprise. The vampires don't seem to rush through the stairs like spiders do. So what do you guys like to say here? Stu says, I wish I could edit Mark's video to put the word dead over his face in the red text with the pixelated words. It would be amusing. When I die, you can do that. So you can get ready. Get ready with your photo editor or whatever. But yeah, what's our inventory here? Right, so we're gonna put the shield in the mace in the backpack and take out the dagger. Alright, so we're pretty much set. We just have to find him and put on the shield in time. Dagger in your right hand. Extra sanity check. It's made of wood, okay. Sanity checks are what it's all about. Right, here he is, around the corner. Around the corner, Fudgy's made. But he does make me crap my pants a little bit. Here he is. Let's do it. Cast. Magical shield. And on top of me, he hit me. I'm gonna stake him right in the heart. Hit him once. Last time it took 2 hits. He's doing a lot of damage though. I killed him. Oh man. I hate how much damage I'm taking. Alright. Now I'm gonna save the wooden dagger. Last time I tossed it, and then I fought a second one by surprise. Well, I don't think there would be a third one, and I can easily avoid the second. Not super confident anymore. So I'm putting that in the backpack. I'm gonna take... let's actually pick up the ring. This is... Oh, it is a ring of... question mark. It doesn't say anything. I wrote ring of question mark on the map because I don't know what it does, but I'll pick it up anyway. Picked it up, examined. The last ring is the last one I picked up. No distinguishing features. I don't know. There's no clue if it actually does anything, and you can't really tell. So I'm just gonna put it in the backpack. I don't know. So did I put Hold on. Yeah, I have 2 daggers. This is the dagger of death, right? Let me just make sure that. Dagger of death inscribed on the blade. Okay, the second one is the dagger of death. I'm gonna put it in the backpack. Okay. So now all there is this whole area. If you're looking at the map, Ryan, there's like a little, there's like several rooms now, but there's nothing in them except for this blue stone ring, which again, it doesn't give me any info to go on, so I don't know if it does anything. But I guess I'll go grab it anyway. It would be interesting if anyone actually figured out the effects of these rings through some kind of scientific experiment. Like, well, I tried fighting 4 monsters with this ring on and without. That means anything. Because they don't give you any feedback. That's one downside to this game. It doesn't really give you any hints. So this is the ring I'm just talking about. That's not the one. Oh. Yeah, this one. Large translucent blue stone fixed to it. What we got need with the starship. We'll just stuff that in the backpack soon. Okay. I'm wielding the mace, by the way. Nothing in my right hand. Okay. Take out the mace. And now I think the next step is to get sword from a skeleton, perhaps. There's also a second potion of healing I'm going to need for sure. So if you're looking at the map, Ryan, we're going for that whole bottom left area now, which is pretty much where I died. But before that vampire that killed me, there's a couple of things. Awkwardly scrolling my map. Yeah, there's a potion of orcish intelligence, which actually makes you dumb. There's a sword and a potion of healing on a skeleton. That's what I totally need. And then I'm pretty much at where I was last time when I died. It just goes to show how valuable a map is. Unfortunately, the map doesn't help me with not getting the crap beaten out of me by a spider and a vampire. Yeah, those are the 2 guys who really hurt me. Sorry, I'm looking at my map again to find my way back. Obviously up here, not up there. I mean, to the left and then up. In game time, I've only been playing for 13 minutes if you look at the top right. And that seems to be a real-time clock. It's just not counting when I'm at a menu. Scroll this back a little more. Yeah, so how do I get to that area again? I have to go to that big open room. essentially, and there's another staircase I can take. Might be a little less fun to watch with me always gazing at the map, but hopefully it'll pay off in a possibility, with the possibility of actually winning. Them doing row row your boat is cringy. You guys are reciting the whole Star Trek script or something. And Ryan said it's hard to see where I am by seeing just the slice of the map. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's actually hard to find your way around without a map. I mean, you just see this little tiny bit at a time. Now, I'm wondering if next time, if I die here, if I have to try again, I could just try the same thing, but try to avoid that spider that kicked the crap out of me before I had a weapon. And if I do find him, maybe I should just magic missile him right away. Where am I? Yeah, this is the right place. Because I think they just do too much damage. And if you don't kill them quickly, which you're not gonna if you have no weapon, then they'll get in a lot of nasty bites. I'm going west. Over here. Go away, stupid bat. Okay, this takes us to the big room, as I call it. There might be one hellhound around here still. Unless it was part of that big fray. I think it was. Oh, there it is. Okay. Guess I should use the shield. Killed it. Uncast right away. Okay, the hound is dead. I'm gonna go to these stairs to the right here. To the east. Now I messed up this part of the map a bit, Ryan. You can see where I wrote that I had bad alignment from copying and pasting coming from different directions, so... Oh crap, a skeleton. It's a little messed up. Okay, I didn't know about that extra skeleton. I guess I gotta stand and fight. Crap. So low on everything. Okay, it's dead. It has, oh yeah, it's the one with the helmet. Did I have that mapped out? No, it looks like I missed mapping that one. Okay, I'm gonna add that to the map later. I know I found the helmet last time. I always thought this helmet looks like a motorcycle helmet, actually. There's just a skeleton in a dungeon with a motorcycle helmet on, so I can pick it up and wear it. Okay, so put down the shield for the moment. Helmets, so we're a little bit better protected now. Of course, I don't really know by how much. Oh, overburdened apparently. Okay, so I want to drop. I'll drop the freaking scroll. It does nothing. Now, I'm not sure if the game actually calculates weight, or it's just like the number of items that you have is too much. Okay, considering I dropped the scroll. And I still can't pick up the shield, then apparently there is actually weight calculations, which is weird. You would think it's kind of unnecessary. Alright, so what do I want to drop? I feel like I don't have that much. I'll drop the nondescript ring? I don't know. Which one was that? No distinguishing feature. Yeah, I'll drop that one, I guess. I don't know. How can I pick it up? Why do I feel like I didn't have this problem so badly last time? Like, I don't have anything superfluous except the ring, right? Oh, actually, I dumped the wooden dagger last time. I was like, oh, I don't need this. There's only one vampire, so that's the difference. But what do I want to drop then? The ring with the jewel on it? I guess I'm assuming that does nothing. I don't know. Or I could just dump the wooden dagger and not go to the vampire. I guess I don't plan on going to that anyway. I'm just hoping there's not a third one I'm missing. What do you guys think? Should I dump the wooden dagger? You know, why don't I try dropping the other ring first? I just don't know if it'll be enough weight though. For now, I'll put down this dagger. Take out this ring. Alright, now let's see if I can pick up dagger and put it in my backpack and then the shield. Then when the answer is no, I can dump the dagger, I guess. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, it does seem like a wooden dagger should weigh like nothing, but guess not. Yeah, the rings aren't actually helping though, so I can't fault it for that. Just make sure I'm dropping the right ring here. Yeah, it's made of wood, so I'm dropping that. Okay. Now, I just need to pick up the shield. I don't care about these rings, right? I mean, I guess I could carry them. I don't know. I'll put them in the backpack because they seem to weigh nothing. Probably. Just leave the wooden dagger. Okay, so now we're all good except we don't have the shield, and now we have the shield. Sanity check by looking at inventory. Carrying mace in your right hand, shield in your left hand. You're wearing armor, helmet, backpack, ring. Maybe your guy is very frail and elderly, says Ryan. Maybe. I mean, I'm pretty beat up from a spider. I'm assuming it's supposed to be like a giant and venomous spider or something like that. But it just said spider. Okay, so looking at the map again, I can see I should be close to the stairs somewhere around here. This is the part I messed up. If you're looking at the, oh god, another orc. Okay. So I wound up wandering more than I did last time, and I'm finding more monsters, I guess. Well, the motorcycle helmet skeleton was there. I just missed mapping it. It looks like I have to deal with this orc. At least the orc seems to be weak. Here's the damn stairs. I wonder if I can just run for it. Or is he gonna follow me? I feel like he's probably gonna follow me. If the orc seems to be weak, I'm gonna hope I don't need to. You know, I thought I lost it for a minute. Maybe I did. Just freaking fight him. I don't know. It's possibly as an item I should know about or should have. I'm gonna try to do it without the magical shield, which is risky, but I want to save magic for the deadlier battles. Alright, I killed it, and it had an axe and a potion. Oh, that's great, actually. I'll have to map that, too. It's probably a potion of mine. Alright, the thing is, do I want to use an axe? The game doesn't give you any hints on what's better. But it's probably better than a mace, I guess. Because you find the mace very early. Well, let's pick up the potion after dropping the shield temporarily. Okay, let's examine that thing. Potion, where are you? Alright, I don't know if this is a trap or not. I'll lure him off. Okay, extra intelligence formula. It's just backwards. Took me a half second to realize it was written backwards. So, I'm thinking it's probably worth just reading right away. But I don't know if it replenishes your mind halfway like the body does. If so, then yeah, it's not overkill. I don't know that for a fact, though. So I'm thinking I'm going to just hoard it. Well, there might be a weight issue, that's the thing. So let me see if I can pick it up. I mean, put it in my backpack and it still holds a shield. Will that be possible? Let's try it. Okay, I can. Now the question comes, do I want to toss the mace and get the axe? Yeah, probably. Let's put down the shield again. Take out... Sorry, put down the mace. Pick up the axe and my axe. And Ryan said, I'm sorry, but the orc looks like he's jerking it. Okay, I guess kind of. Alright, so we got the axe and the shield. Let's check the inventory again as a sanity check. You're carrying axe in your right hand, shield in your left. Wearing armor, helmet, backpack, ring. Sure. Let's keep going forward. Yeah, I definitely have to add this guy to the map. He's kind of important. Let's get that mind potion for sure. But these are the stairs that I've been looking for. I can fight the skeleton who has a sword and a potion of healing. I'm pretty sure the sword is the best weapon besides the dagger of death. I don't know why, but I feel like that's the thing I've read. And I can also find the orcish intellect potion, which I don't want. But yeah, the skeleton has a sword and potion of healing. And that'll be great to have both of them. I can avoid, obviously, the vampire. And then it's all unexplored territory from there. Alright, so let's go to the stairs. So, there should be no enemy yet. Gotta go south and through a bunch of little corridors. This is to get... Hold on, am I looking at this right? Okay, I think I'm looking at it right. We're going down here. And, oops. And I said this is one of the flaws of the game. There are a lot of little, totally pointless, dead ends here that serve no purpose but to waste your time. I'm skipping all of those. And up through a big room here. There should be in the northeast an exit. Is there an exit or a wall? Okay, yeah, it's an exit. I wasn't sure because my map is a little mangled at that point. But coming up is the skeleton I've been talking about. I'm going to need to use magic on him, I think, because the sword will do a lot of damage, I believe. Just checking in the chat again. You guys are talking Star Trek again. Alright, so the skeleton's going to be right up here. Let's get ready with that spell. Not there? Interesting. See how they move around a little bit. He must be to the east a little bit. The left door is the vampire who killed me. We're not going to go there. There's a snake here, too. Oh, yeah. When I fought him, it was in a different area and wandered. But here is a snake, yes. I'm going to go for the snake without using any spell. But I will try not to fight him and the skeleton at the same time, if possible. Come on, where are you, jerks? Unfortunately, the snake doesn't seem to... Well, it's probably fortunately, but he doesn't seem to be aggressive at pursuing you. Where is the skeleton? Huh. I'm gonna leave that snake alone if he doesn't want to attack me. Oh, here he is. Okay, let's spell up, shield up. Slice him up with the axe. Let's do it. He attacks with sword. He missed twice, and I hit 3 times. He missed 3 times. I hit 4 times and killed him. Nice uncast right away. All right, he's got a sword and a potion of healing. I think I'm just gonna drink both potions, mind and healing, right now. I don't want to be caught off guard by that snake while I'm doing the equipment shuffle, so maybe I'll just kill him. On the other hand, he doesn't seem to be in sight. Alright, let's just go with it. Put down shield. Pick up potion. I'm just gonna drink it. Let's do a sanity check. Examine it. Potion of healing. Sure, I'm chugging that thing. Ah, much better. Let's do the mines too, why not? Take out potion, sanity check again. It's a potion of... Nobody could decipher this formula. In the 80s, everything was about backwards messages and nobody could decipher, right? Alright, let's drink that. I'm hoping it's not overkill. It's probably the same like the body. It replenishes you roughly halfway. Cool. So that wasn't overkill. If it did surprise me and fill up my meter, though, that would have been kind of a pleasant surprise in a sense. Just not economical if I wasted some of it. Anyway, inventory said axe in right hand. You can read it now, right? Yeah, I can read it. In the 80s, I couldn't read it. Well, let's put the axe in my backpack if I can hold it all. Maybe I should just dump it, I don't know. It might not let me pick up the shit. Yeah, let's just dump the axe. Alright. Let's pick up the shield. Sanity check the equipment. Sword in the right hand, shield in the left. Wearing armor, helmet, backpack, ring. We have the dagger of death. Now here's the problem is I don't know where I'm going now. We're in uncharted territory. There is a little bit of the map I discovered where I found a strange teleporter. But all it did was take me to that wide open room. Well, let's go. There should be another spider coming up. Oh, there's that freaking snake too. Okay. I wonder if we can just creep by. There are these two doors. The left one is a vampire, as we all know. He's just in a little dead end. It's very strange. But I guess I'm going to explore the other two. That's the same kind of dead end that the vampire's in, but there's nobody in this one. It's the same size, though. That too. Okay. So we're going to ignore the leftmost one, obviously. Okay. So now I have to go back a bit. And yeah, it's good that I can ignore the snake. Thanks everybody who's hanging out with me playing this silly old game. And behind this door is actually the potion of orcish intellect or whatever that makes you dumb. Backtracking. Heh, we are at the 3-hour point, beyond the 3-hour point of the stream. I was thinking 11:30 would be the latest I would go. But it is 11:39, so let's, hopefully I'll either win soon or die soon. Hoping I win soon. Yeah, we gotta go north through this door. Bunch of crappy dead-end rooms. Do nothing but waste a person's life. The real person, player, not the character. Okay, there might be a spider here. I think there is. Coming up. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm thinking, am I just well armed enough, well equipped enough that I shouldn't bother using a shield? Yeah, I'm playing a little long, Ryan. That's alright though. My wife won't be pissed at me as long as I'm not up until 12:30 again. That might happen though. Okay, I'm just gonna try to kill the spider the old-fashioned way. Smacking him with a sword. Oh, he still stings with a lot of damage, though. And it takes multiple hits even with the sword. Christ! Fucking spider. And seriously, I once found a schlong. Alright. Once found a schlong. Only once. Yeah, Spider did way too much damage. I guess I should have used a shield. That's just my lesson. Even though I have tons of armor, a freaking sword, the spiders are way tougher than they were. So, deal with them accordingly. Okay. Deal with them accordingly. So this is actually the little teleport. I'm not going to go into it. All it does take me to what I call the big open room. But these two doors to the right and the top, I haven't gone through. The one to the right looks suspiciously different. I am very nervous there. What do you think, guys? Should I go to the top door or the suspicious door? The suspicious door... Oh, you said schlong. But I see you're probably reading it from the very end of your phrase. I don't really care about your potion of schlong or whatever. But, I guess I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna wield the dagger of death because I'm expecting the Minotaur. But I'm not sure. Ryan... Arturo says suspicious door. Ryan says top. Okay, let me check out the top quick. I have a feeling it's either a useless monster or a dead end or something. I have a feeling the weird looking door is the end of the game. There's another weird looking door. Another door, great. I'm gonna close the door and see if he follows me. If he doesn't follow me, maybe I can ignore him. Let's give him a minute though. I'm not sure what his behavior would look like. Alright. I'm gonna hope he's not gonna follow me. Let's go to the suspicious door. Yeah, I'm gonna take out the dagger of death. I'm not sure that this is the end, and then there was another suspicious door, so maybe that makes it less likely. But dagger of death is in my hand. Sanity checked against that dagger. I don't really want to leave my sword on the ground, though. That's stupid. Okay, well, let's put down this dagger of death for now. Pick up the sword, put it in my backpack. Pick up the dagger of death. Sanity check by hitting inventory. Dagger in right hand, shield in left. Alright, now let's do it. Here we go, open the door. Okay. Fishy, right? The door is definitely different. Let's go. The Minotaur! Alright. I guess we'll just cast Magical Shield and do it. Minotaur attacks you with his sword. Attack him. You hit. He missed, he missed. You hit, you killed it, yeah! Alright. Now we just have to get the amulet and return back to the pedestal at the start of the game. He has a sword too. Is it worth taking his sword? Probably not. He was actually easy once he has the dagger of death. And Stu says, why does the Minotaur have a sword? I don't know. I don't know, Stu. Look at the Minotaur. He's an enormous, gruesome-looking half-bull, half-man. Alright, I guess I'm gonna put down the dagger. Take out the sword. No, let me do that over. Put down the sword. Put the dagger of death in my backpack. I want to have the dagger of death on. I think this is pretty much the end of the game, though. And it seems not that hard in retrospect. I haven't won yet, though. I just don't think there's any more real danger. I just have to get the amulet and walk back to the start. But, you know, shouldn't take it for too much for granted, right? Sword in your right hand, shield in left, blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's get this freaking amulet. There it is. Again, this game doesn't seem so hard now that I guess it's just all about mapping it out. But, that's it. That's what I need to win. Once again, we have to do the inventory shuffle. Pick up the freaking amulet. Let's examine it. The amulet of Yendor, right? Mystical glow surrounds this valuable treasure. Can I wear it? Hold on, hold on. This is interesting, guys. This could be a trap that killed you or something. But it's the Amulet of Immortality. The whole point of this game is this guy, Thelric, whoever that is, wants me to get this Amulet of Immortality to give to him. I put it on the pedestal where I started, and that's how I win. But I can apparently wear it. What would happen? I feel like I don't want to risk it, but maybe for another game I could try that. It could just be nothing. But I'm going to just put it in the backpack for now. And let's run home. Don't do it, Mark, says Ryan. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I feel like that could be a trap. Like, Thelric gets mad, and he kicks your ass. Even though you're immortal, he somehow manages to kick your ass. But, let me find my way back, though. It's just unmapped. Okay. Oh, yeah, maybe the point of this teleporter is to get you closer to home after you beat the Minotaur. Alright, so now I need to go this way, west, I think. Oh yeah, okay, this way. The stairs should be up a little bit. So, where the hell are we again? Oh yeah, we're back there. Alright, this is a cakewalk at this point. There shouldn't be any issues unless there's a surprise. Ah, bat! The bat! They sent the bat at me at the end. And while, yeah, this isn't nearly as challenging as NetHack, this is a game I always wanted to beat, especially after playing it recently. I was like, oh man, I really want to beat that. And I think basically, you know, it does come down to you have to map this crap, or just have a better sense of where you are than I do. I get lost easily to begin with, and you know, there's all these nondescript tunnels. Actually, the shape of them is how I can remember anything at all. Some of them are a little distinct. But it is hard to navigate. We're almost home free, basically. Okay. So, here's the pedestal. Just as in 2020, on my channel here, I found the Amulet of Yendor, and won NetHack after about 30 years. Here I am about to so hopefully win Master of Magic after over 30 years. And this isn't a game I played as regularly as NetHack, and it's not as difficult with a little effort. But this is it. Oh, so you want to see that Ryan's leaving? He doesn't want to see the ending. He's like right at the end. Are you still there, Ryan? In any case, Stu says, I bet at the end the wizard killed him or betrays him because he was too much of a wimp. Perhaps. Yeah, I saw the viewer count go down from 5 or 6 to 3 now. Some people are like, oh, I don't want to see the ending. I'm out of here. I don't know why Ryan would do that. I guess he's just too tired. Alright, so, what the hell do I have to put down? Put down the damn shield. Take out the amulet. And here we go. This is going to make me go to bed very satisfied. And I'm sure Stu's going to make some joke out of that. But, wrong command. Put down the amulet. Here we go. With a sudden flash of crimson light. It misspelled crimson, but that's okay. Delric appears. He says, thank you for saving my life. I will now return you to your world. Fare ye well. As if by magic you appear in the cave where you began. And that's it, folks. That's it. Master of Magic completed. Okay. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. I don't know why people like just left right before the ending. It's weird to me, but maybe you weren't that into it to begin with. Yeah, that's it. I didn't expect much of an ending there. It would be cool if there was an animation or something. I don't know, but I guess even the title screen didn't have an animation. There is no animation, come to think of it. But yeah, that's it. And wow, thanks for watching, guys. I might squeeze in one more little game. How about it? Let's squeeze in one more homebrew. But it does feel good to have finally completed that game. I had doubts after that terrible spider fight. It seems like if you know where to go and stuff, it doesn't matter if you have a bad combat or two. It's still beatable. But yeah, that's a cool game. One of my favorites, and I finally completed it. Woohoo! But yeah, if you're expecting an amazing ending, that's it. Arturo says awesome ending. I don't know if he was sarcastic or not. I thought it was satisfying because it had a little change to the music. It turned it into a kind of a victorious tune. It like transformed it. Just like when you die, it segues into a sad part of the tune. But yeah, I'm gonna play one more homebrew and then call it a night. In my homebrews directory. Let's see what I have not played. Tenebra. Sure, let's do it. There's so many different file extensions for these Commodore games. You got D64, T64, PRG, CRT. I know CRT is a cartridge. I don't know what PRG is, but a lot of the homebrew games are PRG files. Let's say Tenebra. See RPG Addict play this. Tenebra? Okay. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Is that based on the Italian word? There's a movie called, again, I don't know how to say it. It's the same word but with an E at the end. It's a horror movie by Dario Argento. Okay, Stu says he's quoting something. Returning the amulet to the first screen and dropping it on a pedestal produces the end game message, which isn't very satisfying. Master of Magic could have at least sent me home with a sack of gold. Okay. That felt satisfying. I mean, I wasn't expecting a fancy like credit screen with animations or anything. And to me, mostly about it's a game that I've always enjoyed and I never quite was able to beat. So I completed it. That's more than the ending itself. What is this? Level 1, code 82. Get to the gate. You can only walk in the lit areas. Darkness, walk with us. Okay. So on this little dude, whoa, he moves very fast. Oh, I have the warp mode on still. That's why I was going fast. Okay, so I can only walk in the light. Yeah, it's about the challenge. Thank you, Arturo. And you only see me if this game is new to you and you haven't played it before. You only see me play it a couple of times, and to me, this is a game I played like 100 times, and I was never quite able to do it. But I never bothered to map it. Maybe 100 might be overstating it, but a whole lot of times. Torches can be carried. Stand over them and press fire to pick them. Okay, so you can carry the light with you essentially. Okay, that's cool. I guess they probably expire after a while. Oh, I thought it would be easy to get to the exit. Okay. Going back in a circle. Yeah, it's true, Stu. I did know that one. Stu says Rob Hubbard's music for this game is a cover of the track Shibboleth by Synergy from the album Audion. I actually bought that album years ago because I liked that tune so much. The original is not as good. But Synergy is like a one-man electronic group from like the 80s. And yeah, if you look at that, you can look it up on Spotify or whatever. You can definitely hear that the Rob Hubbard Master of Magic tune is based on it. Here we go, there's the exit. That's cool. This game seems pretty fun. You can squeeze through the cracks in the wall, but only if you're not holding a torch. Alright, so that would be a reason to drop a torch to squeeze through a crack. Step on a crack, break your mother's back. Okay, so I have to go through the crack, obviously. So I guess I press the button to drop it. Yeah, now I can squeeze through and pick up a different torch. And there's the exit. Light radii can be different. I guess that's saying different sources of light can have a different radius. This one has a crappy radius. Wow. Oh, it's a wall there. Okay. Can't go straight up. Oh, I can't go any direction. That was a trick. Probably have to go around. Maybe this one. Same deal. What about this one? No, there's no crack over there. Did I miss something? No, oh, maybe I just need a stronger radius of the torch? I don't know. I can't pick up that one. Huh. Let's explore a bit. I can't go in any direction through that crack. This one was the same, right? And there's no crack on this side. Guess I gotta keep exploring. I hope Carlos watches later. By the way, if you do watch this archived stream, Carlos, leave a comment. I hope you're excited as I was about beating the game, Master of Magic. I don't know what I'm doing. This has to be simple. What am I missing here? Yeah, look, if I put that here and I can't go even one space, that means I must need to get a better torch over here as well. How can I do that? This one's behind a crack. Maybe there's a way around that's not correct. No. This one's trapped in the crack. But what about that other torch in the top right? Is there a way? Oh yeah, it's direct way. Okay, easy. Got it. Okay, now that makes sense. Oh, it's one shy. Oh, snap, that sucks. Hold on, how do I do this then? Can I put it like... Well, I would need another torch. Can I take the crappy torch and... No, now I can't go there. Oh, this is tricky. Maybe I can do something like this. And now with the crappy torch, I can... Oh, I'm one off. Can I do this? Yeah, that was tricky. That was fun. Alright, I think I should call it there, though. Because it is midnight. So yeah, thanks for watching, folks. And that was the end of the Commodore birthday celebrations. I played a bunch of homebrew games. It was fun checking those out. This is one of them. And I got to finally complete Master of Magic, which is a game I wanted to beat. I know I keep saying it, but I wanted to beat it for a long time, and I just never bothered to plot out a map, and that was all the difference. It made all the difference. And satisfying to win after getting so many death messages over the years. You know, when you played this for Commodore back in the day, you didn't have any resources on the internet to look up. When I just saw this vampire that just fucking kills me, I don't know why I'm cursing so much, I apologize. But, you know, I didn't even know that there was a wooden dagger. I had to wander around and find that orc to get the wooden dagger. And, you know, then I had to learn about the dagger of death and so on and so on. And yeah, it was definitely very hard back in the day, but it is satisfying to finally win. Stu says, "Good job, Mark." Thank you, Stu. And yeah, that's it for the Commodore celebration. So that next week, I don't know what I'm gonna do. For those of you who are in contact with me outside of YouTube, such as Stu and Arturo, if you have any suggestions for next week's Wayback Wednesday, I'm all ears. It could be, you know, a single console or computer. It could be, it could be a single game, even, or a series of games. It could be anything. I think anything goes pretty much. I just want to play old school stuff on this stream. And that's about it. And Stu said I would not have figured out the wooden dagger could kill the vampire. Yeah, I mean, I guess you have to examine it and everything too, because it doesn't tell you that it's a wooden dagger. It just says dagger. But if you examine it, it says it's made of wood. So yeah, it's a little tricky to figure out. Well, that's all I got for tonight. It is midnight. Thank you guys. See you next time. Take care.